Yeah.
This one is not derailed. You hurt my feeling. It's not derailed at all.
I played in a game where they wanted to role play what they were having for breakfast and every
Oh,
shopping trip, and I was like, "Dude, I can't do this.
that's
Um,
intense.
I want to be in the story. I don't care about
Yeah.
who wakes up first in the morning at the inn and
Yep.
what you decide to order for breakfast.
No, that's a
It's
bit much. I mean, I
that's a
could have
little.
when I started up these two, I knew I was going to open up two tables to public for this summer during Corona, and immediately I got one or two requests from people who were like, "I would like a solo table experience," and I was like, "What is that even?" And he
Yeah.
was like, "This guy said I will pay for all 6 slots at the table, but I want to be the only player." And I went, "Just out of curiosity, I think I know, but what do you want?" And he was like, "I want it to be a campaign of all big titty anime girls."
Oh gosh.
And I went, "I don't think I'm the GM for you, sir."
Yeah, I'm not into fantasy of that. Now, real life, maybe.
It was just the weirdest. It's the first time in my life I ever had the opportunity to become any kind of sex worker. I declined.
Well, there you go. I saw one post on looking for game the other day. It's like ERP heavy. I'm like, what is ERP heavy? And then I started reading it. It's like erotic role playing. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not going to apply for that game.
I'm afraid we will have 0 ERP in these
Bunch
games
of
Oh
here.
no, what a tragedy.
I
bunch of
know.
big
Toast had so
fat
much stuff prepared.
bunch of big fat greasy men sitting around their desks in their
Yeah.
underwear.
I don't I don't know many gamers, and I game with my girlfriend, and yet I still wouldn't do ERP. If I wouldn't do it with her, I wouldn't do it with anybody.
Right?
Her characters don't beat me up anyway. They wouldn't have anything to do with me.
What's I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm ordering espresso because I forgot to get espresso in my groceries because I'm smart.
We always forget something.
Yeah.
At least you say it right. A lot of the idiots around here say espresso, and I'm like, no,
There's not an X in it.
no, there's
Yeah.
not an X in it. I'm Italian, and I managed an Italian restaurant for 15 years. If you say espresso again, I'm going to punch you.
Hey, you
Yeah.
guys don't trigger Pat by saying espresso or Olive Garden or any of the other phrases that
Oh
upset
God,
real.
Olive Garden.
See, real Italians hate Olive Garden.
Oh my
There's an
God.
Olive Garden like a 30-second drive from my house, and every time me and Denu can't think of what to eat, we always make jokes about going to the Olive Garden, and we've
Yeah.
never gone there because
Uh,
Olive Garden is a punchline.
I won't lie. I have been there for
Well, sure.
salad and breadsticks
Well,
at lunchtime.
yeah, no, the breadsticks are fine, but I love I mean Little Caesars breadsticks are fine, and I can't say anything else they make because I used to work at one. But yeah, Olive Garden is the Taco Bell of Italian restaurants. It's not.
Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
I'll,
this is funny. I have a friend that just like straight up lives in Mexico, and he loves Taco Bell.
I mean,
It's
I
like,
love
buddy,
real.
how?
We have real Mexican restaurants here, right down the street from me. We're on a first name basis with everyone there. We love them, and it's real Mexican food by actual Mexican. And then we
I
also, my household will also in the same week go to Taco Bell. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I probably have in a 5 mile radius around me at least 20 real Mexican restaurants because right up the road is Kennett Square, which is the mushroom capital of the world. So there's a ton of migrant workers in this area, mostly Mexican, and they get a little bit of money and they open Mexican restaurants, and they're great.
Yeah. There's some good places around here because I live in southern Texas. Oh boy.
We're
Hell
at in
yeah.
Southern Texas.
What?
Where do you live in South Texas?
Austin.
That's not South Texas. That's around.
It's southish.
I grew up in McAllen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we left there when I was 14 and moved back to Delaware. We moved down there when I was like 5 and moved back. My dad was an over the road truck driver, so he
Ah,
spent a lot of time down in the valley. And back then in the 70s, it was beautiful. But I heard it got
there we go.
really bad.
Minimum delivery order for my espresso. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, there's Jacob. I was about to say Jacob said he'd be good within 10 minutes about 10 minutes ago. And Joe is here and Denu lost roughly a quart of blood earlier.
Ah,
So he's taking a little nap.
goodness. Is he all right?
Understandable.
Give him some cookies. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
it. That's the cure.
throw my extra Oreos in there.
There
Okay.
you go.
Well,
Okay.
to catch everybody up, whether you've been with the group or not, this is, let's see, we got the time set correctly. It's 9 in the morning on a Wednesday, and the entire city is talking about protests. 2 days ago, a bunch of things in the city burned. Then the
Sounds
Dotari's
like
been
we're all-
acting really, yeah. It's oddly we're running Hell's Rebels at a strange time. But the city is kind of on fire in a couple of respects. The buildings have quit smoldering finally. You guys investigated a couple of them. But supposedly today there's a big protest that's marching on the Opera House to yell at Barzillai over the way he's running the city. Supposed to get there
So
at noon.
remind me, did we figure out where the person we were looking for was? What was his name? The big tiefling, the big well-dressed
Oh.
tiefling.
Did not find Hedeman.
Yeah.
He's a hard person to find.
Apparently,
last-
yes. Yeah.
And we couldn't find the child. We didn't find any traces of the child either. And we
No,
didn't
I don't
find
think
any
so.
traces of the two women who ran the orphanage.
Yeah.
I think our
So-
last lead on that was that tailor shop.
Basically, we failed at everything we were trying
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna fail spectacularly.
We stay at a bar though, right? Or at least I do, right?
You do?
Can I buy like a handful of bottles of whiskey, like 6?
Joe.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna sit in the corner this morning and stuff rags in the in the open.
God, Molotov
Uh
cocktail.
oh.
Speaking of that, I should go have a
Just
shot.
have them ready.
Improvised alchemist fire.
Seems like it.
How much would that cost me?
The bottles of whiskey?
Yeah.
Well, once he hears what you want it for, Clenched Jaw says, now get out of here with that.
Like I'd tell him.
You just said you wanted to sit in the corner and stuff them with rags. I heard you tell your friend. You're not being very secretive about it.
But he's not a very secretive barbarian.
Well, they often aren't. Well,
Mhm.
also, well, no, the bar would be open by now. I mean, he'll sell you a drink, but he's not selling you bottles. And he says we're actually closing down the bar about 11:30 today for a few hours.
Boarding up the front windows there, Clenched Jaw.
He said nobody'd throw a rock in my place.
I'm actually probably not even there unless I met these guys early.
Oh, well, let's see. We can go to the city map and everyone can be where they are. One moment. Let's see. Your tokens are in the wrong place down there. Let me add the folks who are just joining us. Now, Savannah and Cygnus. Cygnus teaches at the academy, one of the schools, I believe.
Yeah, he is is practically the Bill Nye of the professors there.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's a nice thing
Just
to be.
tries to make things fun.
Science is fun.
Although he's
Science
more
rules.
modern. He's more modern Bill Nye, who's just really angry all the time.
Oh, well, Bill Nye is pretty angry all the time now. If you follow him on Twitter, he just put
Yep.
a big PSA about masks where I thought he was going to lose it.
Yep.
All right. So a bunch of
Okay.
you have, I think, still 4 or 5 more free nights of stay at Clenchjaw's Tavern and Inn.
Mhm.
And
Remind me how to change my image here. You go to that.
Oh,
go to
you-
image.
yeah, you right-click your token, then the little gear shows up on the left of
Right,
it.
right.
Then you go to the image tab, and alternate actor tokens, you should have a bunch of choices.
Alternate actor tokens. Okay, there it is. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. All right. I know how to do it.
And you can be with the party this morning. You guys learned about the
Oh, okay.
protests yesterday, so you're very well aware of them.
but they're during the day. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be in the coon costume.
Oh, sneaky. I don't.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and remove the plumes of smoke. The buildings are done burning. You guys actually investigated all of them.
Mm-hmm. Do I still have the game paused?
I'm going to unpause it here. You should be able to move around.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it was a bug or something.
No, it's just paused.
Okay.
So, Savannah and Cygnus.
Yeah.
You guys both live in this city and have for some time, and you know that there's going to be big giant protests this morning.
That's like a thing to do.
Is it something
Yeah.
either of your people would be interested in attending?
Cygnus would go because that sounds exciting, and that's literally why he came to Cargo.
Sure. I will attend as well.
Savannah's background in this city is, first of all, welcome, Jacob.
Thank you.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, man.
Welcome to the party, pal. And Savannah is a warrior, mercenary in town. How does she make a living?
Yeah, I'd probably say she's a mercenary for hire.
Okay. But she is a follower of, did we say on
Yeah, I'm a follower of Aquarius
Aquarius? Okay.
and / Sarenrae to an extent.
Those are rare in this city. There's not really a temple of either. Sarenrae's out and out banned, and Aquarius is kind of a niche thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the powers it provides you are real. That's all that matters. And you've heard of all this going on. Like, there's a lot of extra security work right now. There's a lot of nobles who are worried. There is a noble house that burned 2 days ago. That's never happened in Cantargo before. The entire structure just leveled. Many businesses were burned 2 days ago. It was just a night of disasters for the city. And the Dotari so far has not arrested or convicted or punished anyone for those destructions, which is strange, since supposedly this new regime is all about law and order and bringing peace and stability to Cantargo, while the rest of Cheliax is engaging in sort of seditious rebellion. At least the east side is. But yeah, today's a good day to take the pulse of the city. These protests are going to go right up to the man himself, the Thrune who's been put in charge of the city, the Lord Mayor Barzillai Thrune. And supposedly he has already issued a statement that he will greet the protesters and speak to them. So that could be good, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there is absolutely nothing that is going to go wrong.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Martial law
nothing
won't
can possibly go wrong.
Mhm.
And this is all totally good.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And there is nothing I can do to potentially make things worse.
Yeah.
Exactly. Neither can I.
I can't have
We
my
can do no
fireball
wrong.
together, pebbles.
Yeah.
The other thing, remind you guys, is last time you secured you found sort of a secret lair of an organization that is banned, supposedly extinct in the city, and you found a bunch of documents in code in languages that no one in the group speaks, apparently. So you were hunting for a linguist or translator, and you got a name of one, but you haven't found him yet.
Is he a cunning linguist?
He is a cunning linguist.
Good. That's the only kind of thing.
I love that joke. One of my best friends here that runs a good D&D table is actually a PhD linguist for the school here, and he despises that joke. He's not impressed with it at all. Thinks it's stupid.
It is stupid, but it's funny sometimes.
Yeah, well, I tell him he was stupid, but he actually consults for a space agency. They want to know how language is going to mutate on, like, multi-year missions to Mars. I'm like, see what a cunning linguist you are? And he's like, stop saying that.
One of my regular customers at the pub is the Italian professor at the University of Delaware, so that's kind of interesting.
Use it on him. See if he enjoys that joke.
About 80 though.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. All right, so you guys have a few hours until the protest. Is there anything you want to do? I assume you all want to go and bear witness to this momentous occasion.
Sure.
Gather throwing pebbles.
Contessa, you
I
can
am,
already be with the others at Clenched Jaws having breakfast in
Okay.
whichever disguise you choose.
That'd be the
The merchant. Okay.
merchant lady. The merchant lady.
Cygnus would... One of the tie-ins that's going to bring you guys together is that Cygnus, through the university, knows the linguist that you guys are looking for.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Oh,
big...
that's right. We're looking to get this stuff translated.
He's a big nerd, and he spends a lot of time at the Alabaster Academy in the library part. He's not a student anymore, but supposedly he went to school here. And he's just in there all the time researching this and that. Speaks half a dozen or more languages. He's pretty well known around there.
Did Captain Iran come back to us and tell us about the guy who would possibly buy the carpet?
Not yet. No. You don't yet have a buyer for the carpet.
Okay.
Since it is highly illegal, you have to be very delicate
Right.
with how you do it.
Of course, yeah.
Contraband carpet. That's how exciting the treasure's been, Jacob. That's what you've missed.
Yes.
It's
You
the
haven't missed.
most exciting treasure they have is carpet.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys are ready, we will...
Protest on.
We can fast forward to the protest. Let's see.
I can't think of anything I need. See, where's the gear at on these characters?
Did we pass by any like food stalls on the way there?
Oh, sure.
You
want
I'll
some
buy like a
meat
yeah,
on
I'll
a
buy
stick?
I'll buy a bag of tomatoes.
Oh, boy. You're just ready for this, aren't you? Okay.
You have to prepare.
All right. You can stop by the fruit market and get a bunch of fruit. You can pick kind of the older, nastier fruit that's on clearance.
Awesome.
I'm gonna, right before the protest, I'm gonna go ahead and up mage armor because I don't want to get stepped on.
Sure.
I am very small.
Sure. Let's see. Does your sheet reflect your size? It does, but for some reason your token's not... Oh, no, it is. Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
The
my
token's
token
supposed
is
to shrink
slightly smaller. Yeah.
It's supposed to do that. All right. Make sure our other folk are here. Okay, scoot those over, and we will go to the protest map. This is a big map. It might take a bit to load.
Actually, wait. So Savannah and I know each other, at least casually, because of Cygnus's condition. And would Savannah be willing to let Cygnus ride on her shoulders?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, other than Cygnus doesn't look like a child in the face. He's an adult gnome, right?
Yeah, he's an adult gnome. He's fairly old.
So most people will not give you a second glance, but if they do, they'll be like, why is that tiny old man riding on that woman's shoulders? But at first glance, they'll be like, oh, it's a woman carrying her kid. Yeah,
it's fine.
That'll be the first assessment.
Then it turns into a woman carrying her sugar daddy.
Totally fine. Okay, well, you said it, not me. That's one interpretation.
Hilarious.
Oof.
Am I to assume there will be guards at the protest to stop rabble rousers?
Definitely.
Okay.
As you approach the plaza, which is called Aria Park, it's right in front of the Opera House. You see that I have not put a token for every person that's here. This is shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall crowd.
We've got Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman is here. That's true. So Hellboy himself. But this place, you can already hear the shouting, the rumbling, the sort of yelling going on. It's pretty intense. And there's a lot of people here already, thousands.
Yeah, I see Martin. No, Charlie Sheen.
Everybody
And I
looks like a
see
clone.
Gordon Ramsay.
Why does everybody look like a clone?
Those are the
Yeah, they look the
Don't worry
same.
about them.
Well, make fun if you want, but I'm trying to save your computers.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's
Foundry
fine.
definitely could have put 1,000 different faces on here, but I was afraid of what it would do to you.
Yeah, that's really
So,
fine.
Can we
I do
move
like
this
that
while
Charlie Sheen and Gordon Ramsay is mixing into it, so
Okay, guys, I'm going to post up by the statues and keep an eye on things from that location.
what? Oh, there. Okay. Uh,
That looks like a safe spot to be.
I'll ask. So where do you want to go, Cygnus?
Well, you could probably muscle your way through the crowd at least a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's the place we want to be.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
It-
God.
it looks like
That
some
turned.
people are just going in.
So I'll.
Yeah,
Actually,
you're
yeah.
the light right now, so if you want to go in, that's up to you.
How about like the far back of the statues, like right there?
yeah, you guys can you sort of fight your way through the crowd to position
What's
wherever
this
you
guy?
want. What's
Like-
that?
What is this guy?
He's supposed to be a miner, like a
Okay.
coal miner.
Okay, gotcha.
He's dressed like a workman. He's
Okay.
got big dirty
And
beard.
this one, because they look a little different than the other folks.
That man, he looks like a sleazebag. He actually looks like he has not slept. He's wearing the medieval equivalent of a suit with the tie hanging out and the shirt open, and
I'm keeping an
Huh.
eye. I'm keeping an eye.
booze spilled on it. He looks like a gambler or some kind of
Huh.
nightlife sort of guy who hasn't slept and is just sort of here.
Not,
He's
not
got a
like
cigarette. He's got a cigarette hanging off his mouth, and his eyes are kind of red.
not like a
Yeah.
thug scumbag.
He doesn't look physically dangerous.
like he's going to rob people. Here.
Well, I mean, you think if you sat down to play poker with him, he would rob you
Yeah.
through the game.
Or I see he will say winning.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
Tiger
Let's-
blood and all.
Oh yeah, very dangerous. Let's see. I need.
What are the folk up front? There's like 5.
Over. Well, the front is up. The front is the top, where you see the line of Dotari. That is the opera house, and that's
Okay.
where
Okay.
Barzillai is supposedly going to appear on one of the balconies there. Actually, he's already visible, but he's not quite there yet. And let's see if we have some sound effects to accompany this. Oh, that's a little loud. There we go. It's not quite that bad yet, but they are yelling.
It escalated very quickly.
Yeah, it does. It will. We'll need Will Ferrell here to say that quote. But the crowd is pretty excited already. There's some police sirens you hear.
Yeah, why are we hearing sirens?
Well, you know.
The immersion here, man. Come on.
I get my sound effects from YouTube, same as everybody else, Pat. You guys kind of make your way through the crowd. You see some faces, your townsfolk, your innkeepers. At one point, you guys actually pass Clenched Jaw, who's here standing with a few other people, and several of the other business people you know.
I'm going to pretend to pick his pocket. Then just joke with him.
You actually go ahead and do a check. Do you have sleight of hand? Are you good at that?
No. Actually, where's the rank? I can't tell if I'm good at that or not. How do I know if I'm good at that?
You might be.
I have a rank in it, so I probably am halfway decent.
Hmm.
Right, I just hit the button there.
Well, if you have a rank in it,
I
you're probably
start
quite
handing out
good.
tomatoes.
Normal.
Oh wow. You stand next to Clenched Jaw and then say, "Hey, if you're here, who's watching the place?" And you sort of spin on your finger the keys to his bar, which you just took out of his pocket. And he goes, "You little snake.
You better be careful out here.
Holy crap, give me those."
There you go. Just a warning.
He tucks it in his inside shirt pocket and pulls it tighter. Holy crap. Staying for free at my bar and you got skills like that, man. He said, "What are you guys doing here? What brings you here?"
Here to watch. Here to see what happens. See if it goes bad.
He says, "It's going to go bad."
I think so too. But if
He says, "This guy's not going to come out and say anything anybody wants to hear. I promise you that."
I know that all too well.
All right. Well, you guys, the crowd settles in. There's a few chants of this and that, of hell no, we won't go, and other chants based around. Mostly people are upset about the curfew. People hate going to bed. As we've learned through COVID-19, people really hate staying home and doing nothing. So that part of his proclamation has gone over pretty poorly. They're very upset about it.
Defund the Dotari. Defund the Dotari.
Oh, yeah. We might be headed for that. I mean, the Dotari have been a little rough. They have earned a little ire in the last couple days. They have formed a wall up in front of the Opera House, and you guys notice that standing behind the Dotari are several other figures you're not as familiar with. You've seen them around, but you think they're more higher-ranking Dotari, like maybe the wizards and clerics and other characters. And if Modai were here, but Savannah's also a Serenite, partial Saranray worshiper. You had a dream the other day that was a vision that came to you in the night about fighting Barzillai. And one of the bodyguards you fought was this black-haired woman with glowing white eyes and a long polearm that she wields. And that person, you're seeing her in the flesh, standing underneath the balcony next to one of the Asmodean wizards.
So
Oh, great.
Right up here.
this guy, yeah.
Excellent.
And in the dream, that person was an immensely strong fighter, superhumanly strong. It was shocking. Every time the fight was in the Opera House, and every time she took a swing and missed, she just destroyed furniture, stone. She ripped through everything. It was like fighting an ogre.
I'll let Cygnus know about this quietly, so hoping no one else notices or listens in.
Well, do you either Cygnus or Savannah have knowledge local, or
I think I have a point in every knowledge. Hold on.
Okay. I would also let you throw diplomacy if the
Yes, I do have diplomacy.
because diplomacy sometimes gathers information when you chat people up.
Yeah, I've got local.
Okay.
I've got very good local, actually.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Savannah knows who this person is.
Is there a way I can turn down the riot noises?
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
Okay.
You can turn down your individual browser sound, like on the tab.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But I'll back off the overall 10%.
Oh,
okay.
I rolled a 5.
Wow.
16 local.
You have both heard of this person. Cygnus has heard that Barzillai has a bodyguard named Nox, a human female with black hair. That's all you've heard. Savannah has heard through mercenary circles that Nox is terrifying and not just a normal human. Something weird about her. Either a spellcaster or some kind of half-breed or magically amped up something or other. But she's not to be messed with. Is the word on the mercenary circuit.
Okay,
Right.
let's go mess with
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Barzillai does around noon come out, and the crowd gets quiet and looks at him for a second, and then yells a bunch of stuff at him, and he nods and takes a sip from a giant goblet of wine as he listens to the chanting and yelling, and he's sort of just smiling down at the crowd. And he holds down a hand and looks like he's trying to speak, and the crowd backs off for a second. And he says, "Good people of Cantargo, I am so pleased that you have come today to speak to me about your concerns. I share them." And the crowd gets a little bit quieter and yells some things back, and suddenly his voice just booms out. It doesn't look like he's yelling, but it's amplified somehow. So those of you who are magic and like wizards will certainly guess that it's some sort of auditory spell, but he is speaking and everyone can hear him perfectly. And he says, "This city will be cured of all its ills, while the rest of the country languishes in chaos and turmoil. We will know peace and prosperity. And we will do this through discipline. We will do this together. I will lead you through it. I know exactly what we need to do. Follow me, and we will have a peaceful and quiet and happy Cantargo. And I have heard your complaints about the proclamations. I regret that they must continue for the time being." And the crowd yells, and he holds up his hand. He says, "But I am not deaf to your concerns. I know that you are concerned as I am with non-native influence in Cantargo." And the crowd collectively does a what? Huh? Like they came here to bitch about the curfew, not the non-native influence.
Not the foreigners.
He
Huh.
says, "With that in mind, I am issuing the 8th proclamation today. All non-native ship captains must remain on board their ships and are barred from setting foot on land within Cantargo's city limits." And the crowd goes absolutely silent. That's definitely not what they were asking for. He says, "The crew and agents are free to come and go, but their actions are directly the responsibility of their captains, and any crew caught breaking Cantargan law shall have its punishment visited upon the crew members as well as their captain, and any captain setting foot in Cantargo is to be punished by squassation."
Damn.
Station.
And
What's called station?
if you have a knowledge local check, you have a bunch of people turn and go, "What the hell is that?" But a lot of people instantly start yelling, "No, no, no, no," and just the crowd gets much louder,
What the hell is that? Let me see
much
if I can
angrier.
answer any of them that are around me.
Squassation, you got it. And you already did it, Toast. Your knowledge local a second ago will hold. Squassation is a form of torture where the victim's hands are tied together, raised above the head, and the victim is hung from the hands while a weight is suspended from their feet, causing intense pain to the arm and legs.
Ow.
It's non-lethal, but it lasts for hours, and when it's done to you, you can't walk for days. It just wrecks your body.
Wow.
And it straightens your back.
Yeah.
Walking's overrated.
It's quite cruel, and it's public.
That's our
It's sort of worse than the little locks out in front of the building where you're bent over.
Well,
So
that's pretty unfair that the captains are responsible for the crew and the crew can come and go in town and the captains can't.
Mm.
Yep. Those of you who are familiar with Cantargo and any of the merchant aspects, and many of you are,
Mhm.
this seems like it's deliberately designed to piss off the shipping trade, which is the main lifeblood of Cantargo. It's a coastal city.
Wow.
It's a huge deal that he's doing this.
I wonder what he's trying to accomplish.
Well,
Mm.
you wonder that for a second, and the crowd just starts throwing stuff at him. And
I'll pass out my tomatoes.
they don't quite reach him. In fact, anything that reaches up on that balcony seems to hit a wall of air and go flying off some random direction.
Sure, wall of force.
This isn't going well.
And the Dotari step forward, pick up their pole arms, and look like they're bracing for a cavalry charge, but they don't move. They don't come forward. They just sort of get into a ready stance and form a wall in front of the opera house. And the crowd gets louder and louder and throws more and more crap. And then suddenly you see dozens of people in the crowd throwing off their cloaks, and they're all wearing this same sort of outfit. It's a red and black outfit, and they pull out cudgels, and anyone who's thrown something at Barzilai, they just start beating them with cudgels. And the crowd erupts into just combat.
Oh
Huh.
shit, we pissed off the Proud Boys, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I see anybody near me getting beaten, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good call.
Yeah. Me too.
Fuck. Yeah, probably.
Oh, there's a guy right
Yeah.
next to me.
Do the people wearing the red and black outfits, do they look sturdy or do they just look like dudes?
They kind of look like thugs.
Okay.
They're not as
Oh,
well
well.
geared as Dotari. Let me get you guys a picture of them. I thought
Did,
I had one.
did
Okay,
this guy an inch from me see me handing out tomatoes?
He may have. You might be about to be clubbed.
I mostly ask because I don't have merciful spell yet.
Ooh.
I don't have merciful sword.
Yeah.
Same.
My, my,
You can
rapier,
take a -4.
my rapier's not very merciful.
Mine neither.
Okay, this is the outfit and the look, complete with the shackles hanging off the belt. Literally
We've seen
looks like
them
kind of a
before.
gang outfit.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
Did
it
we-
the
are
same
they-
kind of guys we
Oh.
saw before then?
Are these
Wow.
the same guys we saw before?
Yeah,
Sort
we saw people dressed like this before. They were
You
at the
have,
assault work.
some of you have seen them before. They were the ones that took over the salt works the other week.
Yeah.
Kind of a roguey bruiser kind of guy. Okay.
And there are more of them than I've pictured here. The crowd starts retreating, those who don't feel like being beat up with cudgels. Some fight them, but there are a lot of them. And they start beating the crowd back, and the Dotari just kind of stand there, although you see a lot of the Dotari sort of laughing and pointing. And the Chelish
Okay.
citizens group just kind of goes ham on the crowd.
All right, Savannah, I'm going to get some of their attention, and then you run, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes, fine. It'll be fine.
Shouldn't we help?
We are gonna help. We're gonna
Let's
help by
see.
pissing them off.
I'm going to
Oh,
give
okay,
a
okay,
perception
gotcha.
check. I'm going to give a perception check to Savannah, Edna, and Contessa. You are the most. Oh, Lucian too. Lucian's up on the statue. You're going to get in trouble for that.
Oh, I don't care.
You bad boy.
You yeah, there's worse things going on right now. The Dotari do not look like they're
Wait,
interested in entering the fray.
well, how tall is Savannah?
I am 5. Oh, I put 5'6" in here, but I'm 5'8", 9.
Okay, so like I'm about as tall as a normal person right now.
Contessa,
Yeah.
through the crowd, through this incredible melee, way over to the east side, the right side. Over here, I just made a little pointer.
Mhm.
You see Captain Hank, one of the cooks that you know from Clenched Jaws, talking to someone else, and Captain Hank is kind of trying to get in the way and holding up his hands and saying no, 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 but there is a concentration of Chelish Citizens Group thugs who seem to be particularly going after their crowd.
Okay, I'm heading in that direction.
They
When
have
I get
focused
scanned.
on that area.
Huh.
When I get a chance, I'll move over there.
We can start moving that way. If you're not engaging in melee, if you're not like Edna, you're going to have to back out of a fight here if you don't want to be in one.
What did I see?
How many people are there?
Let's see.
That's 12 squares there.
Savannah, from the central statue, you're looking for a way out of here, and you see the concentration of Chelish Citizens Group thugs over there too. And you
Alright.
think you see Cygnus's friend from the academy being kind of swarmed by the thugs.
Fuck. I point that out to Cygnus.
This man here is supposedly the friend that she knows from college.
Which one's Captain Hank?
Captain Hank's right here.
Okay, that's who I'm moving to help.
Okay,
Oh,
he
okay.
is backing away.
Yeah.
The thugs have clubs, and he usually carries a cutlass, but he doesn't have it on him at the moment.
Seeing that Contessa is moving over to that area, I'm gonna go after her.
Okay.
Whoop.
Most of the civilian tokens I'm going to leave in place because there's just sort of a general chaos. But this group is shifting south as the captain retreats.
So I imagine if I know this guy from the academy, he's probably not much of a fighter, is he?
Oh, God. You're certain that you, the gnomish wizard, could probably punch his lights out.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Where was
Okay.
he? I didn't see.
that one's Captain Hank there, right?
Yeah.
As soon as
he's
Cygnus notices this, you're like, oh, that's not, that person's going to really,
He's gonna snap like a twig.
he's going
Okay,
to fare
we should probably
poorly
head over
against
there.
a bunch of thugs. Yeah.
Alright. Can you ping Toast where I'm supposed to be going?
Yeah, hold on. let me-
I'll pull you over here.
Oh, right there. Okay, cool.
The friend being the dude with the beard, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and move. This is sort of an out of combat thing. Strange. There's so much combat going around it. You're sort of out of it unless you're directly engaging and fighting the challenge.
Gotcha.
So in this sea of combat over here, you see they shove Captain Hank aside into the bushes. He looks like he's okay. He just sort of falls into the bushes and he yells at the other guy, "Run, run!" And this guy sort of runs, and he does. When you see someone who's not a fighter run, they're not a fighter. Like you can just sort of tell by the way he flees that he's not very dexterous.
If this guy tries to give chase,
yeah,
I want to impede him.
Okay, he does. They immediately pursue south.
Yeah, I guess I would probably have improved trip, but I would.
Actually, if you give me a stealth check, you probably don't have improved trip, but if you give me a stealth check, you can just surprise trip him. He does not expect.
Okay, I can do that.
You look like a civilian. He does not expect you to suddenly do a leg sweep.
Fair rolling.
Yeah, you think he does not expect this merchant woman to kick the legs out from under him.
Yeah, I'll just like kick his heels together. Or
Okay,
something.
do an attack roll with your weapon, but it's just going to be your CMB essentially. This sheet is poor at doing CMB checks, so we've been just substituting attacks.
Did it roll?
Oh no, for some reason it didn't. Right click on your sheet and you click one of the attacks underneath your token. Right click your token and click one of the buttons underneath it.
Oh, okay.
Like you can do your dagger, your rapier,
Right,
should be accurate.
Right, gotcha. Single attack.
Solid. Yeah, they don't have that great of a CMB. So he takes a step and you just sort of grab the back of his hood, pull backwards and put a leg behind both his ankles, and he just falls backwards onto his ass. And then you do it so smoothly with your 21 stealth that he's not sure which person did it because there's 10 people around him. And you just keep walking. So this guy gets punted. Contessa tosses this guy backwards 10 feet, and he falls down. Give him a little stunned icon there. And you notice that these other guys rush the man who's fleeing, and this woman here, who is a smallish woman. She's like 5'4", human, middle-aged, short hair with a cute little smile on her face and freckles. She gets kind of a mean look on her face, and as they go by him, this is going to say dagger or something, but she actually trips this one as he goes by. And she doesn't hide the fact that she did it. She knocks him down and spits in his face.
Nice.
As this one ran past me,
yeah,
I'm gonna try and grapple him. And
okay.
Put him to the ground.
Just go ahead and give me a basic attack from any of your melee weapons, and we'll treat it as a CMB.
Am I still on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
okay.
You're about to be involved in a grapple.
You're a Bronco ride.
Best case scenario, you might get thrown clear.
Nat 20.
Holy.
Nice.
All right, well, Savannah does this crazy maneuver. You wanted this guy right next to you, right?
Yeah.
Savannah does this maneuver where she reaches back and picks up Cygnus with one hand, gently drops him to the ground. You land lightly on your feet, completely unhurt, no check needed from you. And with the speed of a viper, you look at her as soon as she sets you down, she just, with her other free arm, throws it around the neck of this Challenge Citizens Group guy and instantly locks him up, and he reaches up and grabs her arm, and she just puts her other hand behind his head, and his face immediately like starts turning red, and he's like smacking and punching, and she's just like a viper on him. It's kind of scary.
She's got him in a sleeper hold.
Just instantly lock. He's done. He's not escaping it.
Okay. I'm gonna position myself here, so if anybody runs past me, I'm gonna try and stop them, block them, trip them, whatever.
You guys can see more of these buttheads approaching from the west side. They seem to be specifically coming to this part of the protest.
I'm tossing Captain Hank a dagger if he wants it, if he'll take it.
You You toss him one, and he turns it around and immediately punches at this nearest. Let me use his cutlass attack. He immediately punches across the face of one of these Chelish citizens group with the handle side of it. Gives the guy a
Can I
giant
try to
black eye.
grab this guy's cudgel?
You can. You could try a disarm.
Sure.
He might get an AOO on you. They're sort of aware now. We can
Uh-huh.
go to actual turns if we need to, but
So, am I relatively hidden because I'm like 3 foot nothing?
yeah, you feel instantly kind of now that you're not on her shoulders, you feel like
I also natural 20'd that.
oh my
God.
god.
Wow. What the hell?
Starting
I
early.
claim your weapon, sir.
Edna walks up next to this guy and just casually beans him in the side of the head with a tomato. And when he instinctively whips his hand to the right in a huge backhand cudgel swing for her face, she catches the hand and twists it around behind his back and takes the cudgel from him. And he just backs away, like holding his face with tomato dripping down his body, like, what the you have his
Wait,
cudgel.
That was the guy between us, right?
Yep.
That should
Can
be
my
free.
critical confirm be the attack roll?
Sure. And then she clubs him in the face with it. Why not? So this guy is disarmed
Is there still crowd around us?
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so I imagine I can't see these guys now that I've lost my vantage point.
It's difficult, but you can see through the chaos. Your area is spreading out. Like Lucian actually is in something of a clearing because of the fighting is intense here.
Okay.
When the Chelish Citizens group charged this way, a lot of the civilians just fled.
This is one of the citizens group, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if you
So-
see the little angry faces.
And this is one of the other guys. Lucian, behind you.
Okay.
Over by the
Well,
fountain, you see two citizens group thugs, both of whom have dropped their cudgels on the ground and clenched jaws in front of them in a boxing stance, and they both already have their faces bloodied. Like he's knocking the teeth out of two of them at once.
Oh, nice. Okay, well then, I guess if I can see these two, and it's if it's also loud and I'm relatively hidden, like, do I feel like I could get away with casting a spell in here?
Without doubt, you are in the middle of
Okay.
a riot. No one will ever know.
Okay, cool. So, this guy's getting 2 magic missiles, and this guy's getting 1 because I cast it at 5th level.
Oh man. Fire away.
All right. So first guy,
He's about to
like,
kill some
I
people.
still don't know how to do macros on here, so I gotta type this in manually,
Okay,
which is
sure.
unfortunate.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll help you with
so
it. But, yeah.
By the way, I sent you a question, GM.
Oh,
the guy's
did.
getting that,
1 sec. I'll get it.
and then this guy is getting
Joe.
3.
How did you upcast that to 5th level?
Noble sign.
So 2nd level, caster level for wizard, Virizion Tattoo Evocation, and then spell specialization, specifically magic missile.
Wow.
So I'm getting 3 caster levels only on magic missile.
Are you a sorcerer?
I am 1 level sorcerer, 1 level wizard.
Okay.
This is my pet project build because people were mean to me at Pathfinder Society for playing a basic sorcerer.
I have a sorcerer magic missile build that I use too. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's
Mine's applying meta magic using meta magic master and magical lineage to drop the cost of meta magic spells by 2.
Yeah.
Joe, I probably too. I don't see why that won't work. I think that's fine.
Cool.
So
do it.
yeah, this guy gets 9 and this guy gets 6 force damage.
The first guy, you blast him. You see how many missiles hit the first guy? 1, 2?
2.
You see him go, and he just falls to the ground and skids and lays still.
Okay.
He splat.
Right.
And the second guy took, how much did you say? 6?
6.
He takes one kind of in the side of the head and he's stumbling. He drops his cudgel, falls to one knee, and is like looking around dazed. And they charge through here, past these other guys. And as they do, this gnome female that's running away with the bearded guy, you hear her yell something in gnomish. It sounds like spellcasting to you, Cygnus. To everybody else, it just sounds like she's yelling in a weird language.
Yeah.
And she, let's see. She definitely casts a spell at these guys, and so does the bearded guy. Although when he does it, he doesn't look the most heroic right now because he's standing behind a 3'10" woman, casting over her shoulder, and he looks like he's like deliberately kind of hiding behind her. But he is helping her, and he casts a spell. And let's see, this guy. We need to make some saves, boys. Yes. Nope. 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 Okay. Sleepy time. Sleepy
Oh.
time.
Should I roll damage on the guy that I whacked with a cudgel?
Go for it. Give me a 1d6 plus your strength mod.
Sure. 10.
He's out. He's out cold. It's non-lethal. You notice that it's a softwood
Yeah.
cudgel. It's like a sap. But you clock the hell out of him with it, and he just drops. These guys are a lot of bluster, but they're not that great a warrior. They were sort of a threat to you at first level, but now they're kind of not. 3 of these guys just stumble to the ground, fall to their knees, and lay flat on the ground and appear unhurt, but unmoving. And this last one runs over here, and even he doesn't seem to realize that his buddies have all deserted him.
Fallen. Oh, okay.
And he runs straight up to the bearded man and takes a swing, clocking him.
Okay.
Can this guy also get a magic missile? Oh, if you want to do something, go for it. So otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here
Lucian,
and
I don't think has taken a turn yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Once Lucian
run,
goes, we'll kind of start over.
Yeah, I'm gonna run past.
Okay.
These two. As I'm running past, I'm gonna kick this guy in the nose.
Nice. Get him.
So I guess that's just an attack roll. Whoops. Ah, damn. Probably not hitting him. That's fine.
Yeah, that one is, I think, fighting her. He's sort of dazed. Yeah, you miss, but you don't make it a meaningful connection. You sort of shove him.
Yeah. And I'm gonna run past and go to here to kind of threaten him.
He turns and he's like, boys! And he looks and sees this display of men who've been magic missiled and slept behind him. There's 5 guys on the ground. And he's like, what the f-? And he turns and looks actually kind of scared. He goes from angry to scared.
Can I try and intimidate him away?
For sure.
Skill check. Go away. I just say, growl at him.
He looks at the bearded man kind of for a split second, and then he backs away. And he looks across the crowd, and you guys can see behind you that the Dotari have come away from the opera house and are coming your direction. With more of those thugs in front of them pointing and yelling in this direction.
Savannah, cheese it!
What here? Hit him?
This little gnome lady grabs the hand of the bearded guy and goes, come on! And she looks at Lucian and goes, come on, you two, let's get out of here. The Dotari are going to crack down.
Yes, Savannah, let's go.
Captain Hank yells. Captain Hank yells at Contessa, get out of here. Just get out.
I'm just going to blend into the crowd as best I can and move away.
Okay. Captain Hank runs off to the east. Clenchjaw finishes pummeling those 2 guys and then disappears into the crowd rather deftly.
Yeah.
And let's see. Edna. This guy has been disarmed and knocked out, so it's no problem to extract yourself from him.
Sure. I'll take off.
23 to blend into the crowd. So.
Okay. You're able to move south without them seeing you, although they are coming in force and the crowd is dispersing in front of them. 12 Dotari who are not carrying batons. They're carrying like polearms. And they're in plate, and they look a lot more intimidating than these guys, and they're coming this way.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna run with these 2.
I'm gonna I guess I'll blend in with Edna and follow.
Rexus looks over and or the bearded guy looks over at Cygnus, and you know him as Rexus.
Yeah.
And he's like, Cygnus? Come on, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Is your nose okay?
No, it's like bleeding.
Okay.
He has
okay,
blood
Savannah,
running down his face.
Let's go fix his nose.
Okay. This guy was knocked out, correct? That I'm grappling.
Yeah, you
See-
you choke him out with relative ease. You had such a iron grip on him.
Cool.
You throw it.
I'll-
Seeing that his nose is bleeding, I'm gonna cast. Okay, I had it. Oh, you don't have of that type. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, spell. Well, you can just roll it. I know you have spells ready. I know
Yeah.
the spell prep method of this sheet is so strict; it's kind of obnoxious.
Okay.
But yeah, you can just do me a D8 plus 2.
Yeah.
And then
1d8 plus 2. Stop the bleeding at least.
For sure. No, that he only took a relatively minor hit, so he's okay. Yeah, that helps.
Mm.
He says, "Thank you." He says, "Come with us. Come with us."
I will.
He says, "Chris's shop is not far. Where are your friends?"
Okay. I don't know. I think I saw him running to the north of me.
Suddenly, Contessa tumbles out of a bush. Oh, yeah.
Surprise!
Okay. Do you have pretty much everybody? I see Cygnus, Savannah. We need Edna. Where did Edna go?
Ran through the bushes.
Oh, yeah. You guys are fleeing east. Well, this group gathers you and they say, "Come with us." And the guy with the beard says, "Just follow Chris." And you see this gnome woman with a tight little black ponytail and sort of darker skin, pointy ears. And she just goes trucking down the alleyways and makes a couple of sharp turns. And you guys end up in, as you run into the back door, you realize you are in some sort of magic shop. 1 second, let me get everybody a token on this board. Because not everybody has one at the moment. Savannah, you need one. And Cygnus, you need one. And we'll stop the riot sound effect. She very quickly, as soon as you're inside the shop, she closes all of the blinds, locks and bars the door behind you, and runs and looks out the front of the shop, like peeking through the blinds. And you can see that the riot has just exploded. More people apparently have arrived. More protesters that initially were chased off just kind of went and got a big stick and came back. And there's a massive fight, and they're trashing stuff in front of the opera house. It's kind of a disaster. And you guys are in the magic shop here, and he says, "Oh, thank you so much to Lucian for the healing spell
Sure.
and the timely rescue. Thank you."
Sure. You're welcome.
Pop my way out here. Okay. He says, "My name is Rexus, and this is my friend Chrysalie. And I know Cygnus, and I think Savannah is your name, Cygnus's friend."
yes, I am.
Yeah. He says, "Well, I am Rexus." Yeah. He seems kind of awkward about introducing himself.
Huh.
Knowledge and
Oh.
ability on Contessa, please.
Oh, I think I have that. Yes. Knowledge and ability.
Cygnus like immediately wanders off and starts like poking through books.
Yeah, your inner gnome just instantly gets curious. You may not have been in the shop before. This is because it's south side of town and you haven't been down here much.
Yeah.
And Chrysalie immediately sees you digging through stuff, and she goes, "Third shelf on the left. Go down. Yeah, that's the one. Check it out. Check it out. You won't believe what I have." And you look, and she has a whole section of gnomish history books, and she goes, "Green label," and she giggles at you. And you see a book with a green label that is nothing but dirty gnome jokes.
Oh boy.
She winks at you.
He just kind of gives a real awkward thumbs up and sighs.
Yeah. You've probably heard all of these before, but for some reason she thinks they're hilarious. Okay. Knowledge and ability
Rex.
was a huge success. Okay, Contessa, this is not just Rexus the nerd from the Alabaster Academy. This is Rexus Victicora, the only son of the Victicora family whose home was burned down 2 days ago.
Oh.
This is a missing noble that no one has seen in days.
I will see if I can catch him in a quiet moment, like aside from everybody.
Okay. I mean, at
And
the moment, everybody's kind of gathered around. He says, Chris, it's okay if we hide here for a while. She's like, yeah, you're not leaving. You give away our position and have the Dotari up in here. Sit down.
Nope.
She in fact sits him down at the table. She seems pretty cool under fire. He's kind of a nervous wreck. Sits him down, gets him a drink, sort of conjures him a little fizzy drink in a glass.
Rexus, it was brave of you to go out into the public like that, since you're a missing and sought after person.
He says, well, let's see. I don't think
Don't worry, I won't tell anybody where you are.
He looks at you and is completely confused. He said, I don't know you at all, but you seem to know me.
I recognize you. I don't know you.
He says, oh, I thought I was in disguise. He looks at Chris Ali and she just shakes her head. She says, I told you, dude, that's not a disguise.
I can teach you to disguise yourself better if you wish. But yeah, I would, if you were trying to remain hidden, I would stay out of public in that guise, because if I could recognize you, I'm sure others can.
I also saw you through a crowd. Didn't know the important bit, but you're pretty recognizable.
Yeah, now that you're up close to him, you see that he has parted his hair on a different side of his head as usual, and he's wearing a different jacket. That was his
Good job,
disguise.
Rexus.
He's a very skilled and educated linguist. He says, well, if you know who I am and you know I'm technically homeless, so I'm sort of new to this on the run thing, and I can't find my family members. And I thought, knowing my family, they would surely be at the protest, but I didn't.
Have I heard anything about where the locations of any of the Victicors might be?
No.
Any kind of no.
It's a small family. It was mainly a mom, a dad, and a son. And the son was your typical 20-something noble son, party animal, spent most of his time at university and getting drunk and philandering and things like that. And his parents were known for their outspoken political views against Thrun.
We have some work for you, Rexus, if you'd like to take it on.
Some work? Oh, I don't really work, per se.
Well,
but,
yeah.
I have a large amount of documents that I need translated. And
where?
And I understand that you can speak the language.
Possibly. Do you know what language it is? I'm sort of.
I can't remember personally, Toby. What language was it?
Yeah. Your character. You guys actually weren't sure about a couple of them. One of them's Elven, but
would I have maybe any of the sheets of paper with me? That
probably not. I mean, they're very illegal.
are they?
I assumed you guys have them like stash bag in your rooms or somewhere, or
probably
you guys,
back.
You guys don't have a real safe spot other than your hotel rooms right now, which is not that great.
Probably pried up a floorboard and hit him underneath or something.
He could, if you ask him to. He could do that. He says, I'm not really. I've done some translation before, but I'm not really. I'm in no state. I can't find my family. Like my parents are missing, and
I mean, they probably if they're smarter than you, they're probably in hiding.
What is that supposed to mean, Cygnus? Like,
he just like motions to his hair, and it's just like, come on.
Okay.
I'm sure you have a mirror. That wasn't great.
He says, well, this is, frankly, Cygnus, this is my first time with my family home burned down and my parents missing. and being on the lam. I think is
Did
what you
you
call it.
did you see who burnt down your home?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
I was out being dumb.
Are you sure your parents? I hate to say this. Are you sure they made it out?
Yes.
Okay.
They went out?
He says I have looked through the ruins, even though the Dotari did not want me to, and there were no corpses.
Were they maybe captured by?
I hate to think of such things. That is the worst nightmare for my mother, who has always hated Thrones and the Dotari in the city, and the thought of her in their capture is very upsetting to me. He actually almost starts to cry.
Well, this is a big city. I'm sure they're hidden somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we should see if we can rattle the bushes and see if we can figure out where they're at for.
Yeah. I'll certainly help you with that.
Says, so you'll help me find my parents, and I'll, of course, I'll try to translate these documents for you. But I
That
don't
sounds.
know where I can. How will we get? I don't really have a place.
You can come stay at our room if you'd like at the inn at Kunstels. I'll help disguise you for the journey over there.
Chrissy says, "Oh, you guys are staying at Clenched Jaws. It's a good choice. He's no
Yeah.
fan of Thrune."
Yeah, we figured that.
Captain Hank has been a good friend to us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. She says, "I know Captain Hank." Yeah. She says, "All right. Well, you guys can't stay here too much longer. I gotta close this stuff up. There's Datari patrols going door to door down the street now. Things are calming down.
Oh.
But you can sneak out the back door." She takes out a piece of parchment, and she astonishingly quickly, from memory, without looking up or outside, just draws in detail a map of this entire block. And then she takes a different color chalk and draws a line. She goes this way, this way, this way, this way, this turn. This gate is never locked. Go through here, and you'll be over by Bleak Bridge. Or you can cut over, and if Captain Hank is back at his boat, I bet he'll take you across. She seems like a very talented hand artist, like a drawing, and definitely knows the city well.
I don't suppose you have a way to get back to the academy.
Oh yeah, that's on the way.
It's on the way? Okay.
Yeah, Clench, you're
I
on the south
imagine
side of
I
the
live
river.
like in the or something there.
Yeah, based on the directions that she just gave you, this will work for you too. You could get dropped
Okay.
at Clench Jaws and then cut 7 or 8 blocks northwest to the. If you get on the north side, you're probably okay. Most likely, this riot has ignited the south side of town, and it's going to be like an angry beehive for a while.
Mm.
All right. That's going to be fun. Bees are fun. I like bees.
Yeah.
So we'll need a
I'll try to
stealth.
disguise. I'll try to disguise him a little.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Stealth, you say?
Clang, clang, clang. I mean, you're probably not in your armor.
I would say I probably usually am.
Okay.
Damn,
Yeah,
that was a pitiful roll.
Dwarves
Okay.
don't really suffer much of a negative. Well, you're not going to need the stealth immediately. The route that she gave you will keep you out of patrol vision for some time. Savannah, that's not great, but
Actually, that should be far less.
That's actually you
Oh, no.
rolled pretty
Oh, no, no.
well. You rolled pretty well for that -7.
Bad.
okay. The disguise. What do you want to try to do for this disguise? You rolled well, but
Just kind of make him look like just an average person. Like, maybe if looks like he's got a little beard there, maybe shave the beard and.
I'm not
and
shaving my beard. It took me forever to grow this.
do you want to shave your beard or do you want to get arrested?
Oh, neither.
Right. Well,
He
okay.
looks at Chrysalie and holds up his hands, and she's like,
Couldn't we use press destination to change the color of the beard?
Yeah, I don't have that. I just am good at disguising things.
Yeah.
I'll do my best with what I have to work with.
She
Oh,
says,
wait. Hold on. I can do that. This prestidigitation?
Maybe.
Yeah, if it can change his hair color and his beard color, and we can.
Yeah, so Rexus, how do you feel about being blonde?
Oh, temporarily? Great.
Temporarily, yeah. Okay. I
darken his.
will cantrip his hair blonde.
There we go.
Okay. He's like,
Hello.
"Oh, that's excellent." He says, "You know, I never thought of using that spell that way. That's very clever." You did see him cast a sleep spell, so he can't be completely magically daft, but
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
okay.
Yeah.
So he is somewhat disguised, and let's see. What's the crappiest? I mean, I think Rexus is most like the crappiest stealth in this group.
I think I saw a 3.
He has a 1.
Oh no, 3 was a D8.
So since there's a bunch of you helping him, let's have 2 of you roll, and we will take the better of those 2 rolls.
Okay, I
For
think
his
I should
stealth.
be one of them.
Yep, probably Lucian and Contessa are your
Yeah.
sneakers.
Yep.
Okay. So
Okay, well that's pretty good. Matching 26s, nice.
Yeah.
well, we're taking the base roll of. We'll give you this 19. Yeah.
Okay.
So that gives him an unnatural 20. So with a lot of help, like Savannah can just like bring up the rear, or actually just look like a guard. Like you can blend
Yeah.
into the city at will. Cygnus
No
is
worries.
small, easy to stay out of sight. Lucian and Contessa are experts at stealth. Edna's a dwarf, which
So I cut his head off.
sticks out, tends to cut people's
Yeah.
heads off. I don't think you were here for that, Toast.
Just tell anybody who sees him, you did not see me.
Yeah, she
Very
does.
intimidating.
She has this crazy, spinning axe attack that is devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually the only murder of city officials so far has been by Edna. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so let me do some basic checks here for the goobers.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
how you feeling?
A bit better. Just been kind of dozing in and out and everything like that.
All right. Well, these
Just
guys
wanted
have
to
burned
come
down the
on
whole
in.
city. We've started a new campaign where we be goblins now. So
Okay.
I've got
I'll
all,
write up a
I've
goblin.
got all 3 of them.
it didn't take long without you for it all to fall apart. So
Yeah. Unfortunately.
well, you guys sneak out and attempt to avoid the Dotari. You do run into a Dotari patrol. They're coming straight down the street at you. You're going to have to address them. Rexus just kind of looks at his feet and touches his head in a very nervous looking way. And the patrol seems to be questioning everyone, and they see you. So you're going to have to say something. What will it be?
How young does everybody look?
Relatively young, I think.
Mm.
Except you.
Yeah.
Go back to the city screen here.
I'm fairly good at the talky kind of stuff.
Let me move you guys down to where you actually are.
If I start a bluff and somebody else embellishes it, can they roll instead of me?
That would be sort of an aid, like one of you could aid the other. You just decide who's the real check and who's helping.
Yeah.
All right, Toast. Let's do this.
I was just gonna say, sorry, sir, I'm escorting some students back to the academy. We were out on the town, and this whole mess happened, and we're just trying to get home. Going back to the dorms.
Okay, so let's see the checks. Let's see the assist and the actual bluff check.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm also a guard. I noticed them and wanted to make sure they got home safely.
Okay.
Time for the 50-50.
I was expecting him to say something.
Actually, the Savannah can do a diplomacy.
Yeah.
Instead of bluff.
Yeah, I'll roll diplomacy.
Okay, let's see it.
15.
That's not bad. Wow. Someone from the bench says Dotari Pig. Who is that? Interesting that we can't actually tell.
To the mystery bench.
There's some mumbling amongst the group, but yeah, Savannah says, "Oh, we are out of here. Do not like giant riots full of violence, and we are going back to our homes to
Yep.
to safety." And she's not lying; it's true. You are leaving the scene, and she just leaves out all the details of pummeling the Chelish citizens group, and they buy it.
Cool.
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 So you can relocate. Let's see. I'll move you guys all back up to Clenched Jaws. Well, you will get, based on her directions, over to, you can either try to go through Bleak Bridge, which will mean talking to the Dotari one more time, or head over to the docks and hope to camp at Hank's there, although you know he's on the south side because he was at the riot.
I would say head to the docks.
Docks being over
Yeah.
here, Bleak Bridge being over here.
Yeah, let's go to the docks.
Okay. You go there and you see the Fortune Star, which is Captain Hank's sort of river fishing boat. And you notice that he has sort of a slightly bloody nose and one black eye, and also that his hands look sort of bruised and beaten up from punching people.
Well, that's why I gave you that dagger. It's a shame.
Well, and you walk back up and he hands it back to you. He says, "Yeah, that came in handy."
Good.
Good.
I saw you're in a little bit of a pickle.
He says, "I got out of there. This is just a good old brawl with a bunch of jackasses. Hate
Need
these
some
guys."
healing?
He says, "Oh, I'm okay, but I mean, if you got it, I'd take it."
I can do it.
He says,
I can
don't
as
look-
well if
He says, "I don't look that bad, do I?" Gosh.
Hey, you're a little bloodied, but
Oh.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, unless you're real good at convincing somebody you fell down the stairs.
Oh, no.
You got hit by a doorknob.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 2. There you go, good sir.
Wow, thanks. He says, "I guess you guys probably want to cross the river, huh?"
Yeah.
He says, "Well, I'm not too keen on staying on the south side there today anymore anyway. That was
Yeah,
a mess.
Onwards to boat.
Let's go drink.
Let's do
Yeah.
it," to Clenched Jaws. He invites you on the boat and tells the crew, "We're pulling away. We're going to go dock at Clenched Jaws," and the crew all cheers. He's like, "Not you guys. You got work to do." And they're like, "What?" Aw.
Yeah.
Cruise over to this site. Let's see. This might take a second to load.
Oh, we haven't gotten any money
Oh
yet,
no.
have we?
No, you're still kind of poor.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting a post trauma from the errors popping up.
Oh no, you shouldn't. Shouldn't have those anymore. We isolated it.
Well, it's a different error. I don't have vision token.
Oh,
That was the
gotcha.
error.
Well, you should.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the permission error.
That's
I have 45 gold pieces. I'll toss the crew 5 gold and tell them drinks are on me.
Holy crap. He Captain Hank turns to you and he goes, "That's a lot of money. I'm not going to see them for a week now. Thanks."
They help out a lot.
And, well, you're not helping their livers. He says, "Clenched Jaw, I want the back room." He's like, "It's already set up for you. You go back here and there's some nice big rolls laid out, some beer nuts, and a couple of pitchers of beer are brought in as soon as you guys sit down."
I'll head up to the room and pry up the floorboard and get the folder papers
Let's
out
see.
and
We
stuff.
need a Rexus token here. Where are you, buddy? Buried. Here he is. Dude.
Dark in here.
Yeah. Is it dark?
It's a little dark.
It's very dark.
Oh, well, let me fix that.
It's moody.
Moody.
Moody. Okay. That bring it up at all?
I think a little, but not by much.
Okay. There's not really a whole lot of light in this place. It's kind of a dark bar even during the day.
Oh,
but
there you go.
That's about as
you
bright as
just
it gets.
fixed it.
There we go. Now you can see okay?
Yep.
No.
No.
It was
No.
fine,
now,
then it
now
was
it's even
gone.
darker.
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
it perfect, and then it immediately switched.
Boom.
Now
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
No lighting.
Lighting off. Okay. So you guys sit down in the back room, and Contessa goes upstairs to get the secret stash of documents. And he says, okay, this is a lot. There's hundreds of pages here.
So, do you have any clue where you think a good spot to start looking for your parents would be?
No, he says, but hang on a second. He starts looking through the documents. He's like, he just starts tearing through them quickly, like scattering them around and laying them out flat. And he says, this is my mother's handwriting, some of this.
Really?
Really? Huh.
He looks at the
That's
shut
interesting.
door and he says,
These are very old documents.
some of them are newer. They've been stashed for years, it looks like. They're pretty dusty.
That's what I'm guessing.
But some of them have been have recent notes on them that look like my mother's handwriting.
Okay.
He says they are in Celestial, Elven, occasionally Draconic. There's a couple different languages here, and they're in a cipher. They're all in some kind of cipher. I can't read them. Can't read them right away. Oh, he says this is really strange. He says, but my mom, my mom is. She says, well, I guess I can tell you. He says, I guess I can tell you guys. My mom is sort of in a secret society. They call themselves the archivists or something like that. I don't know. They try to protect knowledge from through redacting and destroying of knowledge they don't like. And it's illegal. Like she's into my mom does illegal stuff, is what I'm trying to say.
Gained a little more respect for your
Oh,
family.
we got a badass over here.
He says, I am ashamed to say, not me. I've never been involved. They've tried to, get me involved in their politics and stuff, and I just have never cared before, but now they've disappeared and I don't know what to do about it. But yeah,
Well,
my mom, Portia Victicora, was a high-ranking member of this thing called the Sacred Order of Archivists.
is there any kind of rumors about them, or have we heard anything about them?
He says, well,
No, I'm asking.
oh, you can try. You can roll knowledge local,
Well,
knowledge history.
I'll bang out local if somebody else has history.
What
I'll
all has
also try
happened, by the way?
local.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
No, my local's pretty shitty.
Yeah. I
I
roll shit.
don't, or I have
All-
history and local, but my local is way better.
All I got is religion.
I have local. I just want to know what's going.
Okay. Oh, Cygnus, that's very good. You may have read about the Order of the Archivists. It's a lesser known organization. It started as an organization to preserve knowledge, but they got pretty activist. They got to
Okay.
where they were known to be working to free Kintargo. They wanted to free Kintargo from Chelish rule, like secede from the Union, and that deeply punishable by death level illegal.
Yeah.
I like it.
So they're doing what I'm doing, but actually doing something, or
Oh,
they
yeah.
were doing something.
No, they steal stuff, hide stuff. They will absolutely fight Thrunes, fight, they got pretty militant there. And Rexus says, I sort of barely knew about this, but I didn't dig as deep in it as I probably should have. But, now my parents are missing, captured. They could be dead. My house is burned down. I'm embarrassed to say that this is what it took to get me interested, but I'm interested. And he says, a family friend gave me this note yesterday. I've been hiding out at her place. And she said that my mother left it for me in case she disappeared. And he pulls out this crinkled note. He says, and I honestly did not know any of this until yesterday. but the note is from my mom. It's in her handwriting. It's not encoded or anything weird. And she says, "My son, if you're reading this, what I feared has come to pass, and I am dead." And he chokes up and cries a little bit, struggling with this. He says, "For many years I belonged to the Sacred Order of Archivists, and I've worked to free Kintargo from Chelish rule. I've learned much about Kintargo's secret history." And he said, "This part I didn't really understand." He says, "But I fear the time will soon come when the city needs the return of its silver ravens. You've likely not heard of
Oh.
them. Few have. Mentions of them have been redacted by the agents of Thrune. During the Civil War, the ravens ensured Kintargo's safety. They were heroes in their day, and I fear that Kintargo needs their kind again. Don't believe the government's claim that Lord Mayor Banelis abandoned us," which is generally the rumor that Barclay came to town and the old Lord Mayor just kind of noped out.
Fucked off.
He reads on, "Darker things are afoot, and I fear that all who work against Thrune may find themselves in danger." And he says this note at the end. Maybe you guys can make more sense of this than I can, but I don't know what she means. It says, "The Silver Ravens maintain numerous hideouts in Kintargo's walls during the Civil War. I have located several such sites below various buildings. If you're reading this, I was unable to seek further answers there myself." It says some sort of livery, like a stable.
Well, that's where we found the notes you're looking at that I handed you. We stumbled upon them accidentally.
And she says, "Gather heroes to your side, my son, and search below the livery. If my research is correct, you will find something to teach you more of the Silver Ravens. Do not let my death be in vain. Stand up for your city and bring the ravens back to life."
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what the paperwork is, apparently. And
Yeah.
we found the carpet.
So you guys have already been there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we found all this stuff.
Hmm.
That's probably why you found the writing in your mother's hand.
Hmm.
Okay. Clinchjaw brings in a bunch of like actual food, like a couple roast chickens. Here you all go. You notice he has like one little light bruise on his cheek, and his knuckles look bloodied.
You want to help him out there too, Lucien?
Lucian, you actually don't think he's hurt. You think he only just took like a couple minor hits that he's totally over, and
Okay.
the bruised up knuckles are just because he beat wholesale ass at the riot.
Hmm. I saw you fight with honor.
He said,
Good job.
doesn't feel like there's a lot of honor in pummeling those assholes."
You fight really well, at least.
There were horses and a man on fire, and I killed someone with a trident.
What?
What?
Sorry.
What?
That sounded like an
What?
anecdote out of time. Gnomes have vivid imaginations, so that could be.
Apparently, yeah. Wow.
Remembering another life.
Rexus stops Clenchjaw and says, "Are we safe to stay here? Like, safe?" And he kind of raises his eyebrows in a very obvious and suspicious manner. And Clenchjaw says, "Yeah, don't do that again." And you are. And Rexus says, "Well, I've got the tab on their rooms, and I need one for myself on the low. He makes little quote things. Clenchjaw says, "Again, don't do that, and you can have it. Sure."
That would be down low.
Down. Clenchjaw points at Contessa. There you go. And he walks
Wait,
out.
what time is it?
He walks out of the room and shuts the door. It's
Is
like
it
1 in the
curfew time yet?
afternoon.
Okay, so no.
No,
Okay.
plenty of time.
All right.
It's just after you guys have had a riot, you've had lunch. It's a good day.
Okay.
Hmm.
I do think I killed someone, though. I'm not sure.
I think you did.
I think you just rendered it.
Wait, did I miss death? I was at the hospital, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
He had
so
to.
what
Well,
is-
let's see. I mean, let's see. I didn't actually roll it. He would have had to make a con save. He's fine.
He's fine. Okay.
Yeah, 1d20. He's
Well,
fine.
All right.
I don't know what you people are involved with, but
You people.
Savannah, this might be fun. This might be a thing. Good thing. Fun thing that probably requires me to find a different residency than being a professor at the Alabaster Academy. But come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
what is in it for me?
Excitement, adventure, and
Fame,
shenanigans. Lots of shenanigans.
fame, wealth, hopefully, glory, all the good
Yeah,
things.
that's too.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna stick it to the man. I'm not sure what we're sticking them with, but we're gonna do it.
Thorns, my friend.
Your primary
Yeah.
your primary
Or
patron is Arcaros, though.
mhm.
This is kind of ideal for you.
It is. It is.
Like Arcaros is, I mean, they don't have a lot of information on him, but supposedly temples to Arcaros are supposed to exist in cities that are at war. And it feels
ooh,
like this city is about to be there.
Mhm.
What you saw today was definitely a prelude to a greater conflict.
He also wants to destroy evil and corruption.
Yeah, and it seems like maybe this new government is pretty thick on the evil and corruption.
Yeah.
hmm
All right. I haven't been able to
Fine
do much.
calling.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Destiny's
Yeah.
calling. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what was
The
going
gnome is
on?
pumped.
I haven't seen you this pumped, Cygnus, in quite a while.
I don't think I've been this pumped in a while. I'm fucking bleaching.
I feel alive.
All right.
I haven't felt feelings for so long.
I have to come along anyway to make sure anything happens to you.
Yeah, well, if this is exciting as I think it's gonna be, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about me dying from bleaching. I think we're gonna have to worry about me just getting killed.
Maybe
But you
dying.
know, yeah, just dying.
Gotta just
But
die. Yeah.
but you know, it's either get killed in like a blaze of glory, knowing me literally ablaze, or I just get real sad and die. I don't want to go that way. So
Yeah.
let's go. Well, I was gonna say let's go light Thrin's house on fire, but I like the opera house. Why do you have to move in there? That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
That
Well,
in fact upset a lot of people.
I
Mhm.
guess
Me
if
especially.
if we are working together, like I told Cygnus earlier today, I had a premonition from a Saren Ray that there will be something that goes on in the Opera House. I'm not sure today, tomorrow, exactly when.
That
But
you're pretty sure that was in the past because you think it.
oh, it was in the past.
It seemed to be. It came to you on the Night of Ashes, which is what the town is calling 2 nights ago when everything burned.
Ew. Okay.
And
Was it the same premonition I had as
Yep.
well?
hmm
Mm.
Oddly enough, Modai and Savannah, if they mention it, will discover they had a very similar vision.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for the future. Then never mind.
Well, these guys actually put it together and traced the path of it.
Oh.
Let's see.
We're
Is
just
that-
trying to figure out what happened to the
Yeah.
person involved.
I gotcha.
Okay, if we're laying all of our cards on the table, I'm really not a merchant. I'm the White Rose of Cantargo. Perhaps you've heard of it.
If you make a knowledge local check, you may have heard of the White Rose of Cantargo.
I can roll one, but the max I'll get is a 10.
I've been fighting this fight for.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been fighting this fight for a while now. As best as I could by myself. Now that we have companions, I pose in multiple guises to get around the city and learn information. This is but one of them. This is my most common guys.
That's probably pretty smart because you don't necessarily want people to know what you're up to.
No.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna stick out like a sore freaking thumb.
It's true.
Well,
Which one is it? The gnome that's bleaching.
I,
Many of those in Kintargo.
I work best at night, but I'm the hero the city needs. I had to say it.
Never
Already
mind.
Yeah.
seen. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I also like working at night because the sun hurts my eyes.
I'm not the greatest at sneaking around, as you've already seen.
Yeah.
Better than Rex's.
You're
Mhm.
not wrong.
He's pretty rough. He's not great.
But he's not a carrot. He's an NPC.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Sneaking, bluffing, disguising, sweet talking. Those are all and a little bit of breaking and entering. They're my strong suits.
I know things and blast people.
I can heal you when you get injured.
Ooh,
I'll put
you
my gun
definitely
on.
use that.
I'll put my gun on the table. I blast people too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I play this as I pull out my
Right.
freaking. I don't even know where I was. Was I
No.
with everybody? Was I not with everybody? I was.
You kick ass though, Mode.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
And
Modai-
sing names.
Modai can have been there. That's he normally would have been there. We just didn't know if you were feeling up to playing. But
Yeah, I'm
he would have
sorry.
been there. No, don't be sorry. Goodness. Glad to have you.
And I've taken old Lucian on as my bodyguard here.
Yeah.
Basically, all that happened was it was a riot, and we saved Rexus.
And a few other people.
And a few other
Yeah.
people. Okay.
Yeah, he
And now we've got to go try to find Rexus's parents.
Yeah.
All right.
he says
Well,
he's
where do
gonna
we want to
start.
start first?
He's gonna start translating this or trying to decipher it.
We have quite a few mysteries.
I will disappear for a little while. I'll meet you guys back here around dark time. I'm going to go see what kind of information I can gather by other guises.
Okay.
Ah.
Let's see.
Probably places that you can't go.
What
Bounce back to the
languages
city.
were in that document? Did you
They
figure that out?
were. I know it's Celestial, Elven,
Celestial,
and
Elven,
one other. Let me look.
Draconic, I think.
Draconic, you said.
Okay. I know one of those languages.
I know most of those languages, but not Celestial.
Yeah, Rexus says the real problem is they're just coded. They're
Yeah. Well, good luck.
What do you think about staying and helping him for a while, Cygnus? You're pretty smart, I take it, right?
I mostly just wear the glasses to make me look smarter.
Okay.
But
I figured you might be
no,
good at
I don't-
breaking the code.
Yeah, I could maybe try helping
Do you study linguistics at all?
a little bit.
And
I
maybe you can break the cipher with him.
yeah,
it's just a product of time. Certain number
Yeah.
of eliminated possibilities. He says, "I'll go through it as quickly as I can. I'll let you guys know if I need any help."
I suck
right.
I suck at the cryptic byword in the Sunday paper.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Well, yeah, then I guess good luck. Or was it like Savannah, what do you say, like Godspeed or something?
Yeah.
Fair winds and following seas.
I use that one every once in a while.
So
Break your leg.
I'm going to head back to the Noble District and shift into my regular form and see if I can dig up any kind of information.
okay,
Just
let's see. I
well,
don't
my plan.
turn off.
Is
that one.
is there any like mercenary guild or something or like that?
There are many.
here?
There are many.
Okay.
And you
So
know,
I probably
you know where they all are.
okay, cool.
Whatever you do, don't work for the Pathfinder Society. They vastly underpay.
Those bastards.
Those bastards.
I'm
I'm gonna go
worth-
join the Aspis Consortium. They pay better.
Yeah, Aspis pays better.
Anyway,
My Sunday night game, we're about to raid the Aspis Consortium
Cool.
in Magnamar.
Get
yeah,
him.
they're kind of a bunch of jerks.
They annoy the heck out of me. At Pathfinder Society, I was like, these guys again? They're like, dude, it's kind of them every week. I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Shattered Star in our home game Sunday nights.
Cool. I want to play that one sometime. That's so cool.
So what information should we exactly try and look for? Sorry.
I think we're looking on leads for Rexus's parents. We're trying to figure out that vision that.
And if we can figure out any more of the locations where the Silver Ravens may have buried
Yeah.
their
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we
I'll,
just got. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to go to the mercenary guilds and see if anyone knows anything.
Rexus says this other language is Strix.
Strix. What the hell is that?
That's extremely specific.
It's
Yeah.
very rare. There's no reason
It's
to
like other-
use it.
It's
except
otherworldly, isn't it?
no, Strix live in Cheliax. They live in the mountains all around,
Oh,
like the
okay,
Manatar
okay.
Mountains near here, but they don't associate with humans. They don't really. They're sort of in Cheliax, but they're like on their own little reserve. They're sort of the natives. It's very
okay.
much the World War II Navajo code. There's no
Gotcha.
reason to use it except to hide information.
The wind
Yeah.
talkers. The wind talkers. Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
So what were you saying, Toast?
I was gonna see if I could maybe find any like building plans or something. Since we're gonna be wandering around looking for information, because the letter was talking about other hiding places and stuff, and see if like there's any like secret tunnels.
Good call.
Anything that looks suspicious.
And I will gently be looking for any of that information through any of my family members.
Okay. So who starts where? Just tell me where you go and what check you want to start with.
Since everyone is being useful, I'll join the crew and drink on Contessa's dime.
Well done. Well done. The crew is getting absolutely plastered. They don't make a lot of money being
I love them.
river smugglers, but they sure can put it away. And for once, there's no Dotari hanging out in this bar.
Oh, cool.
And so they're just getting destroyed.
Hell yeah.
You
I
wanna start
might
with-
I might join him for
Yep. Seriously. And Clenchjaw has that band in there, that really loud,
The rock band.
The kind of rockish band. Yeah, he's got them in there and they're just blasting. So they're like, tonight's the night, boys. We destroy ourselves. Engage.
I guess I can start. I'll go to the guilds and ask if they know anything about the Silver Ravens.
Okay.
You want to be careful with that because that's a bad word around town.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Something of a
Very bad word.
Okay. I guess I'll ask then before you leave how I should go about it, because you probably are far better at this than I.
I would. Mercenary guilds are probably a bad place to go. I would think because I would think their tongues aren't very tight. So if you start mentioning Silver Ravens, you may find yourself at the end of a Atari spike. If you can find anybody that you trust, maybe ask them. Maybe talk to Captain Hank or Clenchjaw. Maybe they might know some stuff.
Is it a bad enough thing that libraries wouldn't have it or any information on them?
Well, Savannah has sort of a different view of the mercenary guilds, and keep in mind, Contessa is a noblewoman who doesn't hang out in the locker rooms as much as you do.
Yeah,
I try.
Well, when the so-called locker room talk can be pretty loose. They usually don't name names, but it's pretty common for mercenaries to stand around in there and just bitch about their employers.
Yeah.
And professional decorum dictates you don't say who you're working for, but you're like, oh, this guy, his son is such a piece of shit, and I got to bodyguard him, and all he wants to do is brothel. It's horrible. What a shit family. They're pretty rough on that stuff, but they keep it nameless usually.
Yeah.
So there might be some information to be gleaned there.
There you go. Could be wrong.
Sure, yeah, I'll go. I'll try.
But you think that she is probably right about the Silver Ravens thing. They're not just taboo, they're illegal. And you can be prosecuted for mentioning them, having pictures, having art that depicts a silver raven. You can't so much as have a bird, hanging in your window that's a raven, like a stained glass art.
I guess I can look into Knox and the dream I had.
Sure. But if you want to start with the guild, we can start with that. It would be a diplomacy gather information check for you.
Sure.
I'm gonna go see if Denu fell asleep in his room.
Oh, 16.
Okay. Savannah, you stop by the mercenary guilds and you talk to a few different people. Hey, what's shaking? What's good work? They're like, oh, well, everybody wants bodyguards now that there's riots today. So there's lots of new bodyguard postings going up, individual, group, home, business, you name it. Stand around and keep the looters away is now a paid profession.
Yeah, it's back in. It said it's back in.
Oh.
Hi, Tyler.
You hear some interesting stuff.
Okay.
For one thing, the talk in the locker room is that one of the Hell Knight groups in town is like working very closely with Thrune. And that's not normal. Normally all the Hell Knight groups, they work well with each other. They're all treated of equal stature. They're sort of not above the law, but aside from it, it's like U.S. Marshals. They have a weird jurisdictional area. And one of the orders has been apparently elevated and given all the territory and assets of the other, and no one has seen or heard from the other Hell Knight order for 2 days.
Do they know where they last were spotted?
I mean, they have a guild hall, but supposedly it's closed up and no one's been in there.
Huh. Okay.
And you've heard of them. One of them is the Order of the Rack, which from your perspective is an Archeros or Serenite follower. They're assholes. Like, they're sadistic. They love authority. They're kind of bullyish. They're skilled warriors, but they're jerks. And the other one, Order of the Torrent, is possibly the most tolerable Hell Knight order to, Saranray followers. They are much more lawful neutral, lawful good kind of oriented. They specialize in rescuing people who've been kidnapped.
Okay. And then what was the order that's working with the Than? Or
the Order of the Rack.
Or the Rack is working with them.
And the Rack implies just what it sounds like, a torture rack. That's their moniker. The other one's the Order of the Torrent. Their moniker is like a fish. It's like the sea. They're known for rescuing sailors lost at sea or people who are kidnapped.
Okay. Cool.
And they have poofed.
No more fish knights.
No more fish knights. They have the coolest armor too. You'll see it eventually.
All right, and I'll
They're like
okay. All right.
The other things, I'm trying to think what else you might fish up at the Mercenaries Guild is that, just security's increasing. Anybody can afford it is increasing by half or maybe even doubling their guards. So it's kind of a good time for guard duty.
I'll look on the board to see if I just to see who's exactly looking for bodyguards and if any interesting names pop up.
It's going to be a lot of the noble families in the northeast side, obviously other than Victor Cora because they're just decimated, destroyed, missing, and a lot of the wealthier businesses around that district, and then the south central Cantargo area, around where the temple is, around where the opera house is. That's more affluent part of town, and people have more money there, so they're gonna arm up. Also, that's where the riot is right in front of the opera house. Yeah. Supposedly, the Dotari showed up in force minutes after you guys left with like 200 soldiers and locked the place absolutely down.
Jesus.
Arrested dozens or hundreds of people. It's not known yet.
How much are they paying, and for how long is the bodyguard duty?
It's still not that great a pay. This is sort of like your worst. If you're the sort of warrior and mercenary who likes action and likes actually doing things. This is, this is your plan C at best, is to
Ooh.
go stand guard for 12 hours watching a street corner or
Ah.
staring down a hallway. You're like, oh, this is mind numbing.
I gotcha.
The only reason you never do it is if it paid an amazing amount, and if it did, it would be because there'd been a threat of assassination on someone, and they just tripled their guard, things like that.
Are
Currently,
there
it's just a general sense of fear.
I gotcha. Are there any other contracts up that might be more interesting?
There's very few out of town things. The area's been pretty secure in the countryside.
Okay.
So there's not any like kill this monster, find this villain, Yeah, let's see, you had a 15. Yeah, that's all you uncover. That's about it.
Okay. Cool. I'll pass it on to someone else.
Okay. Who else wants to go do some investigatory journalism?
If Toast is gone, I'll go ahead and go next then.
Okay. What you got?
I will be seeing if I can find out any information about the possibility of where Rexus's parents might have had a safe house or anything like that. I'll be asking, diploming around the noble quarter and specifically at my house, seeing if they're seeing, gently what the stories of the Silver Ravens effect on our family was. Maybe like saying, "Oh, that I heard in the crowd there were people yelling out Silver Ravens today." What were the Silver Ravens? Kind of asking, like in a historical kind of way.
Okay. And you're starting which location? Tell me. Back
Um,
home?
Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know what the reaction will be in your house.
So yeah, they're gonna hate. They're gonna hate him.
They talk about the Silver Ravens like you talk about the Taliban. They're just pure
Right.
evil. They're horrible. They were never any good.
Did they ever discover any of their secret bases, like where they were hiding, any of that kind of stuff?
You ask your grandma.
Yeah.
She says they and the Order of the something, the Fish Hell Knights. A long time ago, there was this underground illegal gambling thing where a lot of horrible things were happening. She says, and the Silver Ravens and the Torrent, they got together and they went in there and busted the place up, and there was so much stolen goods and stolen money. The rumor at the time was that the Order of the Fish guys and the Silver Raven guys got greedy and they got in a fight over the loot, and they messed each other up real bad, and the Order of the Torrent never fully recovered, and the Silver Ravens were just outlawed after that. They did some other bad things.
Yeah. So
That's a long time ago. That's before, just when I was a little girl, she says.
Well, I wonder if any of that stuff is still hidden anywhere.
I don't know. I never heard where it was. I just heard that, they basically busted up the biggest crime den in the city and then fought over the spoils.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
She says, but that's ancient history. That's 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah, there were just people in the crowd saying things about bringing back the Silver Ravens.
She says, oh, God, they shouldn't say that. That's going to get them in
I
deep
know.
trouble.
That would be horrible, too.
You hear people saying like that, you go the other direction. You understand? Hear me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You don't want to associate with that. You're from a noble family, and you remember that.
Absolutely.
You can't drag yourself through the mud because you drag us with you.
I just wanted to see what those riots were all
I know
today.
you're curious, and I know you mean well. I know you. You're good, but I want you to stay away from bad people.
It's kind of the opposite, but okay.
The bad people are my family.
I'm gonna have to kill my own father.
No. Well, you and Luke Skywalker, man, get over it.
Exactly. You can't be a hero without being a reluctant hero.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I'll ask around the neighbors of the Victor Cora family, like
Mm-hmm.
they might have any clue where they would take to hiding.
Okay. Give me a well, what are you going to use for that? You're going to go diplome?
I think I would go diplome.
You're going to go, hi, I'm Tessa from up the street, and I brought you these cookies, and tell me what you know about the Victor Cora family.
I brought you the fruit basket. I brought Granny's fruitcake.
Oh, fruitcakes. The way to alienate people
Yes.
forever.
Mrs. Fogarty's Christmas cake. There you go.
Delicious.
So this is going to be with +4 in my social identity.
Okay, let's hear it. Okay, you visit.
24.
Yep, very good. Let's see. You visit their neighbors. So, you kind of make the rounds. This will be probably the rest of your afternoon because you can't just walk in and walk out of these places.
Oh yeah,
you got to hobnob and rub elbows and blah blah blah.
If I have to mention that I've heard a rumor that they were part of that archivist society.
You think it would be dangerous to mention that anywhere in your neighborhood?
Okay.
You think that's really, really shady stuff, and your family would be appalled. Any family around here would be appalled. All of these folks have a very comfortable lifestyle, huge estates, endless money. They would never ever risk they've got it made. They would never risk it by messing with something like that. Yeah, the Thrones will definitely kill you, and they'll also definitely let you get away with practically murder as long as you just ignore all the bad shit they do. So that's an easy choice, right? That's
right.
Every family in this quarter has more or less made that choice, and the Victor Coras, they just fouled it up. That's the way everybody's going to look at it.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, why would the Victor Coras are the weirdos here? They're
right.
So you're going to get that opinion at every house, and you're actually going to get a phenomenon where it's like, I don't really know them. I don't think I ever see them. I don't think I could tell you what they look like if I saw them on the street.
Okay.
They're kind of been disavowed from the whole place. And that they were, when you were younger, it's been a long time. It's maybe been 10 years. You were like a little kid, but they were at everything. They were plugged in. They're a very wealthy family, very powerful family at one time. And you and Rexus were probably bored out of your minds at the same parties at some point in your childhood. You just don't remember it. And they honestly haven't been seen that much lately, but as of the last 2 days, they're just persona non grata. They don't exist anymore.
Right. All right. Well, I will relay the information about the fish people and the silver ravens to our friends when we get back together.
Okay. Other things you'll hear in the Noble Quarter is supposedly in your household you hear something like from Dad that Barzillai's he's already put in his they say, how did these riots happen? And Dad just laughs. He's like, well, he wanted them to happen. He came out and said exactly what you would say, to make people throw stuff at the opera house and make the Dotari beat them senseless. Like, this is all part of his plan, and the crowd played right into his hand. He wanted them to seem like lawless, crazy people so that he could punish them, so he could lock down tighter. He said, this guy knows what he's doing. And your dad even let slip that, from what I've heard, he's already requested a massive increase in Dotari numbers, like bolstering in Dotari from Central Cheliax coming over the Menador Mountains over the coming weeks to just, half again increase or even double the police force.
It's going to get crazy. Glad we have these walls here.
Yep. Me too. So that's what you get from, you get that from your house, which your dad's kind of plugged into through activity.
Right. Yeah, part of it. So.
The other households are just sort of trying to weather the storm, trying to dodge it entirely.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I think that's about all everybody just talks about the riots, about how, if the peasants don't get enough cupcakes, they riot. They're just that way, just the endless greed of the poor class is all they talk about today.
They want everything for
Fuck
free.
the rich.
They want everything for free.
No, he's in Beverly Hills, so they're like, fuck the poor. That's the
Right.
motto on this side of the wall.
They want everything for free.
They're the greedy ones. They point over the wall and go, them. They're the ones.
Deplorables.
Oh yeah, we're the greedy ones.
Yeah.
I'm the greedy one.
So basically, I didn't find out any good information. Okay.
You did find out some good information that will matter in the long term, I promise you.
Right. All right. That's good for me.
Who else would like to dig?
I was going to see if I could dig up some floor plans, although I don't imagine there's like a repository of architecture anywhere around here. Because
Floor plans of what?
Potentially, where would they maybe like some old religious places or I'm not really sure.
Okay. You are certain of this because you work at the academy. They do have a section on floor plans because the city hall has a copy of every floor plan for every building that's ever been built here, or it should. If it doesn't, it's due to fire, error, or water damage. But typically they have on file the blueprint of a building. And the Alabaster Academy also has an extensive section on architecture that includes a lot of the more popular designs. Like it has the Temple of Aridin, which is one of the most beautiful and elaborate constructions on the planet. It's in this city. It was the Temple of Aridin, now it's the Temple of Asmodeus. Same for Kintargo Keep, same for the Opera House, same for the Academy itself. Its architecture plans are in the Academy. So big, famous buildings, you won't find the plans to Clench Jaws, but
yeah,
to bigger public structures, definitely you can find them.
Okay. So if I start going through the big public structures, the things I'm specifically looking for are things that don't necessarily make sense on a floor plan, like a staircase that leads nowhere, or big open stretches where they could put a room but don't. Just to see if there's like any sort of hidden contraptions and stuff.
Okay.
That we might be able to find where the Silver Ravens were hiding.
Okay. You have access to that stuff. You have the appropriate skills to research it, and that's a very good idea. I have to be very careful not to spoil anything for you guys here, but that is a very worthwhile long-term thing to do. It won't net you anything this session or in the short term, but that's a very good idea.
Well, this is like the fourth time I've asked a GM for floor plans.
Well, it's a very good idea. In this, it will matter. Like,
okay,
he should definitely take an interest in that. Like, that's good. It'll matter. So, good idea, but he doesn't net anything immediately.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Anybody else got any avenues they'd like to dig before you guys reconvene and share info?
No.
I was going to do something different besides get info. If we're basically attempting to if we're going to be forming the Silver Ravens, we also need some of the public on our side. So I'm going to essentially not be overt about it, but I'm gonna start performing essentially
songs.
Yeah, essentially songs that aren't directly related to rebellion, but have kind of the spirit,
Just start singing American Idiot, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Rising
essentially
of the moon rise.
some ballads that have been, sung in times of crisis, of times of essentially like making the people feel that they are strong and everything like that. Nothing super overt like riot in the streets, but yeah.
Can you give me a people skill that, because Modai's not going to go to the library to look up songs, right? He's going to talk to the other bards he knows, right?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
friends from the opera house, friends from the performing circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so give me a people skill. You go chat up some of your colleagues.
Okay. I'm going to be rolling perform stringed instruments since I
Do it.
replaced.
No, that's
Let's
perfect.
see.
Yeah, that's exactly. You go to a bluegrass jam and talk shit. Oh wow, that's huge. That's a natural 20. Modai is able to learn. He bumps into the right couple of people, and he either has a beer with or smokes weed with or something with a couple of musicians that he knows, and you just sort of let drop to him like, if I wanted to do some older material that really kind of gave the finger to the man, I know that exists, right? And the older musician who trusts you and knows you from other work is like, bring your instrument and come with me. And he takes you to, you're going to be gone all evening, by the way. Modai's going to be gone like all evening, but
Mm-hmm.
you are taken to sort of an underground music site in a basement of somebody's house, and there's plenty of booze and food, and this guy gets you in. It's a very kind of secretive affair, but they play illegal songs almost exclusively all night. And a lot of these are just lewd. A lot of them are banned because they made fun of such and so famous noble's fart
Mm-hmm.
at court. And they wrote a
Mm-hmm.
whole 12-verse ballad about this man's legendary fart. And so,
Mm-hmm.
and it was banned because he had it banned because he was powerful. So
Mhm.
it's a lot of crap like that. But there are some songs in here that are about secession from Cheliacs. There's songs about several songs that make fun of Abby Thrun, and you're pretty sure they mean Grandma Thrun, who's long since dead. Right now, the country's ruled by Abigail Thrun II, who was the granddaughter of the original Abby Thrun. See, these are like 100-year-old protest songs. And the emperor has no clothes kind of shit. Like, we can't kill you, depose you, throw you out of office today, but we can write some nasty songs about you. But you get some classic filth and dirt and jibes, and some of them are actually quite beautiful. Some of them are all about martyring, like standing up to the thrones and being publicly executed, William Wallace Braveheart screaming freedom style. You find some really juicy stuff. And Modai is able to learn. He just learns them. With a natural 20 and with his level of skill, I know musicians like this in real life. They're kind of amazing. They'll hear a song once and remember all the words to it. It blows my mind, but they do exist. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to go learn a bunch of these from the source. So there you go. You have now in your repertoire a collection of very illegal, offensive songs that you can deploy at will. And there's some history in them. Having heard these songs and learned these things, it will actually give you kind of a sideways knowledge history check if there's a song about any major historical events. Okay? That's a very good check.
If that's what I'm going to be doing for the evening, I'm putting that in my character sheet, making a note of that.
Yeah, and I have a few songs loaded up that'll come up later, but yeah, he learns a bunch of quality stuff.
Okay.
And some of these will not be recognized. Like, you play these songs in front of a Dotari and they might not even realize you're making fun of them,
That's what I'm looking for.
Subtle stuff.
Yeah.
If you really have to listen to the words to get that it's anti-Dotari or anti-law or anti-Thrun. And then there's some others that are definitely publicly banned. They're as illegal as having a Silver Ravens rug.
Like people still know about it, but it's, as long as it's
Yeah.
the tale of old Abby,
Yeah.
in her hut or something.
Well, I mean,
Just-
it would portray her in a bad light of, filleting the devil Lord Asmodeus and things like that. It'd be really gross. It would be very lewd sort of stuff, but funny, happy bouncy songs. And those, if you sing them, it just very clearly says in the lyrics, and then Abby threw herself down, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Plenty of that. Okay, who else wants
I
to
will
dig?
spend-
It's Toast?
Oh, I just said time well spent because
Yeah.
Modai learned a bunch of songs that are
Is
Offensive.
is there sort of like an information broker in this place, or like a seedier place in town where I can get information that people shouldn't have?
As far as you know, there is not a functional thieves guild, but
Okay.
that's what everyone thinks until they find the thieves guild in every city. It could exist.
Okay.
You're not yet aware of it. You don't currently possess the skill set to maybe be
That's
aware of
fine.
it, but it's definitely something you could investigate.
Sure.
You're with your background and your current talents, you're able to walk in and out of the mercenaries guilds, the guards. You could even apply to be Dotari and probably be accepted. Like you have some street credit as a competent warrior,
Okay.
but not as a burglar, a pickpocket. You're not known that way at all.
Yeah, I got you. All right. That's fine. I'm good then.
Okay. Well, we have another little thing we could do here. I'd like to take like a 5-minute bathroom break, and then we can continue. Is that cool with everybody?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Be back in like 5.
All right.
I usually just get shut down when I ask for floor plans completely.
So yeah, I guess your main magic item is going to be a ring of wizardry.
Hold on. I don't actually look into rings that often.
Ring of Wizardry 1 is only 20,000, double your first level spells, the amount you get. So that's what my sorcerer has. He's like 7th level. He has a Ring of Wizardry 1. He's got 15 castings of magic missile, and they're all powered. It's great.
Oh. Okay, so it's your base spell slots.
Yeah,
how does this work if you have 2 arcane casting slot allocations?
You shouldn't have 2. They should merge together, I think.
They do not they don't work like prestige classes. I just have 2
2 different casting.
Yeah, I have my sorcerer slots, and then I've got my wizard slots.
I would imagine it would double both of them.
Neat.
At least that's how I would roll.
Yeah, because I did something like this on another character. It was I had 2 different sources of the Cavalier Tactician ability.
Okay.
And there's a feat that increases the uses of it, and we ruled that it would increase both pools of Tactician.
Gotcha. I do that with when I play an Oracle Paladin blend as my main healer. It's an Oridon.
Yeah.
And he gets 2 sources of channels.
Yeah.
And it winds up with like 15 channels or something.
Because the sorcerer is only ever going to cast the magic missiles at 3rd level, but that's still 3rd level, which is pretty good for having 1 level of sorcerer.
Yeah, that's great.
This is what the world gets for making fun of me at society. Yeah. This who does that? Who's just sort of like, oh, you suck. Don't come back. It's like nobody even died. Why are you mad?
There's a company that I buy a lot of stuff from and run a lot of stuff out of. It's called Frog God Games.
Yeah.
They're one of the main producers of first edition Pathfinder stuff currently. And they're starting an organized play, like a society kind of deal that I'm jumping in on the ground floor of. It should be pretty fun.
Nice.
I've never done society before, but it gets set in their own world. They have their own, which is like highly detailed, and it's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
I don't like second edition Pathfinder, fifth edition D&D that much.
Yeah, Jacob and I were talking about how limiting 5th edition feels.
I call it the Fisher Price of role playing games. That's what
I mean, that's what they were going for. They wanted it to be simple so they could get more people into it.
Exactly.
Like, it worked. So, big shrug.
You guys ragging on 5th edition?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I just don't like the fact. I love playing casters, and
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that 5th edition, they get so few spell slots. They're at high levels, they're no good.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't quite. I got friends who play it and run it all the time. I can't do it. The other thing is, if you're trying to run public paid games, the real money is in D&D 5. God, there's zillions of people that want to.
Oh yeah.
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 I'm actually really thankful that you guys exist and want to play Pathfinder 1 because it's my favorite game that's really played at all
Yeah.
right now.
I was just telling Toast, have you looked into Frog God Games? Any of the stuff that they've been putting out?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen some of their.
They're starting a Pathfinder 1 organized play, like Society. It's set in their world, the Lost Lands.
Cool.
I jumped in on the ground floor of that. I volunteered to run some stuff too, so hopefully.
PFS is a cool experiment. I never wanted to GM it because it's so rigid. You know, it's a short little one shot, and you cannot deviate from what's written.
Right.
Either to make it easier, harder, more interesting, more detailed. You know, if the
My
players.
favorite thing about. Go ahead.
No, I was just to say, if the players are like, oh, we want more role play out of this thing, you got nothing. Like,
Yeah.
it's very limiting.
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's really fun when they give you this module and it is 100% crunch. It's just sort of like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. Also, it ended up being very repetitive. I think it's a really cool way to meet other people to play with. Like, I took my girlfriend to it, and we made a couple characters we didn't really care about, and we probably went to 2 or 3 Pathfinder Society sessions before we met this other couple, and we ended up playing with them for years. And my girlfriend was her what you call it, bridesmaid. Like, we were in their wedding. Like, we met some good friends through PFS. It was a really cool idea from that aspect. The game itself was not that nowhere close to a real campaign.
That's cool.
So if you like move to a new cities, if I moved to a new town, I would go to Pathfinder Society and the D&D public play tables for like months until I met the sort of people I wanted to game with, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's great for that. And that Frog God thing will be great for that too. You'll meet awesome people.
Yeah, I already have. Like,
and douchebags, and you can put them on ignore. You know, you just gotta filter out.
Sure.
Yeah, you can develop a complex about wizard builds. Anyway.
Yeah. So, back to the investigation.
Yeah, before we start, I have some trouble with my sheet.
Oh, tell me. I keep seeing an error from your toughness feat.
Yeah, I think I have that sorted out now.
Okay.
I saw that many of my buffs and such was somehow deleted. I have a problem with my stern gaze class feature.
Oh, okay.
It will not let me select sense motive. in changes.
How strange. How much is
Yeah.
it supposed to add to that?
Half my Inquisitor level.
Oh, we've got to put in that formula. Okay, I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I'll ask the nerds. I'll go in the
Yeah.
Pathfinder channel and ask them how they're doing that. I
Yeah.
wonder if they added it last patch. Part of the reason some of your stuff disappeared is they added. If you look in the top right under
but
compendiums, they've added a ton of class features there.
oh, okay.
Let me see if they've added. They may not have.
No,
Stern
probably not.
Gaze. Dragging it in.
Yeah.
It's even got an icon. Let's see what they do. Changes. Oh no, they have the formula written for you. Look at this.
Oh, cool.
So I'll delete the
nice.
one that.
Yeah, that would
But
be
now
nice.
that one should be adding. Yeah. See, if you look in, this goes for everybody. Under the compendiums, at the very top right of your screen in Foundry, next to the little gear. Then you scroll down. There's a section called Item. Under Item, there's Armor, Class Abilities, Classes, Common Buffs. The Class Abilities folder, compendium, whatever you want to call it, used to be empty and useless. Last patch, they added, I don't know, 100 class abilities to it, and they did the formulas properly and gave them icons and stuff. So
cool.
like Stern Gaze was right in there, and they did the formula. I was wondering how to do that formula. They've got it in there. Inquisitor level divided by 2.
Yep.
And it even selected the right skill, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
So check that. You guys weren't checking it because it was completely useless before, but it's useful now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that team is really mostly pretty nice. There's a couple of them I've thought about putting on ignore in that channel, but the Pathfinder 1 team has been very helpful. And the Foundry developers, man, we had a really bad bug in my game 2 days ago. Toast was there. It was just crippling bug. And the developers showed up to my game the next night, came in, asked me for like, can you create us a blank GM login, blank player login? They logged in. While we were playing, they were just rustling around in the console of my Foundry. And they went, okay, this is our fault. This is a memory bug here. Okay, this is a mod's fault. So switch off this mod. And they just solved it. And I've never heard of anybody having experience where the Roll20 devs ever responded. Like I had a trouble call in for them for 3 weeks at one point. And they never answered it.
Huh. Cool.
So that was kind of impressive.
Right on.
I am back.
It was also impressive that there was just infinite loop of permission error. But yeah, it's cool that got fixed.
Yeah.
Because boy, did my computer not like that.
No. I mean, it was crippling. We just almost couldn't play. Like we had to just do like /rolls in chat because none of the character functions worked. Everything was just garbage. I was on the verge of going back to Roll20, which I really don't want to do because that's so slow. Okay. Anybody else? Lucian, do you have any investigating to do? At this point, you have like
no.
7 hours of time while the party goes out and gathers information.
Yeah, I don't have anything right now, so.
Okay.
I don't see my next feat under feats.
Let's see. Make sure everybody's in the right spot. Captain Hank is no longer there. Some of you are plastered, I believe.
Yep.
So there's that. Edna is way over there at the bar, not even in the discussion room. You come into the back room, and every surface of the room, practically every table, chair, stool, is covered in papers. And Rexa says, "Don't touch anything." And he's just walking around
that's
sorting
gonna be
stuff.
real hard.
You guys like sit down and have a drink. He's like, "No, you can't put that there."
So
he's rearranging his papers and stuff.
Who was it who found out about the Hell Knights of the? Okay, I'll tell you what I found out about them and the Silver Ravens.
Sure.
Breaking up a gambling ring and then fighting over the loot and having a big falling out.
Hmm. You said that was a silver knight. The silver.
Ravens, yeah. So maybe we can see if we can figure out some way to find out where those gambling rings may have taken place. It sounds like there's loot probably buried all over the city.
Do you You seem like the roguish type. Do you by chance have access to, I don't know, thieves guilds or whatever they're going by these days?
No, I've never looked into them.
Do you know where we might be able to start our investigation if there is one here?
I don't know. Would I have any knowledge of that, Sir GM, sir?
Yeah, knowledge local. You could give it a shot.
Okay. Take it that's not something I can take a 20 on, so
No, you got to roll it.
hang on, let me get my character sheet up here. Skills, knowledge, starts with it.
Pretty good. I mean, you're certain there is crime in this city. You know, assassinations have happened. There's robbery, there's muggings, there's pickpocket rings that have been busted up by the Dotari. So certainly there are underground criminal elements. To your knowledge, there is no one dominant or unifying criminal organization. There's just a lot of small-time crime. Cantargo's a relatively safe, relatively low crime place, or was.
Not like West Crown.
No, West Crown is literally a den of thieves, or it was. I believe there's a whole adventure path about that.
There
But,
is.
But Agorian's pretty locked down. The capital's pretty safe. Cantargo's relatively safe. You think that probably the majority of the shady shit that goes down in this city is just smuggling. People dodging taxes, dodging tariffs at the docks where goods come and go. And you think if you had to put a dollar amount on what is the highest dollar crime, what is the biggest, most common crime in this city, it's stuff down by
Smuggling.
the docks. Yeah, it's pretty much season 2 of The Wire, not season 1.
Right. Season
Maybe
two.
Maybe we go down to the dock, see if they have any information on what we're trying to look for.
I'm going to put this out here for Rexus. This is a perfect icon for what he's doing.
I wonder what kind of buildings they would have hidden stuff under. I mean, the livery sense. Well, maybe Rexus will come up with something when he
Yeah.
decides that.
Yeah.
He says nothing yet, but a pattern will emerge, I assure you.
Cool.
All right.
Edna,
Hello.
you got any people skills, you drunkard?
I have some diplomacy.
Roll it for me if you would, please.
Go whack some people.
19.
Oh wow, very good.
Wow.
You're over here getting smashed with Captain Hank's crew. And there's some miners, there's some dock workers. There's some men who, you don't think they'd appreciate being called it to their face, but you're fairly certain they're pirates. This bar really does seat anyone. And in fact, these Dotari are not here. Poof, get out of here, you guys. So Edna's drinking at the bar for the evening, having a lovely time, swapping jokes, stories. People are telling each other lies. It's lovely. And you hear one of the dock workers say that he was having lunch. Arg, ye scurvy dog, I see. You're fitting in with the other kids. One of these dock workers says, there was those riots today, and then later in the evening, I was just, far away from it on the other side of town at that at the outdoor diner at Aridin Plaza. I can't think of the name of it, but they got the nice outdoor tables and you can eat outside. And I thought, after a riot, what's better than, a little chicken cordon bleu and a glass of wine out on the patio, right? And I guess I guess those assholes weren't done, because after they beat up everybody at the Opera House, I saw, while I was sitting there, 2 or 3 of those guys in the red outfits with the manacles hanging off their belts come up and get in a shouting match with either the owner or the maitre d' or something, and he threw them out, told them, get out of here, and they said, oh, we'll be back. And they stormed off. I said, those guys are just terrorizing everywhere. They're a menace.
What
Huh.
scum?
Yeah.
How long ago did it seem like that was? Like earlier today?
He said, oh, that was like 3 hours ago. It's now, let me get the clock correct here for my own brain. It's now pushing 8:49 in the evening on the Wednesday. Modai shows up, smelling slightly like beer and weed. And he's looks like he's maybe been at a party himself.
Hmm.
And his
Maybe
voice
we
is
should go there.
Modai's voice is a little scratchy from singing and yelling and laughing all night.
Yeah, I'll tell the people that they're fucking around with people, and maybe we could go there and snag someone to question aggressively.
I will be down for that.
Question aggressively. Sounds ominous.
I might be down for that.
I don't think I'm going to be any help in aggressive. I can't even talk. Aggressive questioning.
You're a good no.
I can
So
help
I'm
a
much
little.
better at buttering people up, despite the muscles.
You butter them up, and then we'll beat them down. A good cop, bad cop scenario.
Wow.
Just don't use me as the bludgeoning instrument. I know I'm small, but
That's what my great sword's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to investigate that?
I think it sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. What time do you go over there? It's 9-ish now.
Right now, they said they'll be back.
Right now. Okay. The restaurant's probably closed. Aridin Plaza will be closed. It is about to be curfew. You're actually 20 minutes past curfew.
Oh fuck.
I can sneak over there and take a look.
I couldn't too.
I could take off my armor and be all right at sneaking, but
Rexus says, I can go to help.
No, you can't.
I can help.
You help with deciphering that thing.
But I mean, I already spent my sleep spell for the day, so all I have left is to comprehend languages and an identify. But I could still daze.
They sound important.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we could creep there
me and Lucy
stake the place out.
Say again?
I think we should stake the place out. Maybe they'll come back and smash up his place at night.
Yeah.
I have an ability. Let's see. Rooftop Infiltrator. Vigilante gains a climb speed equal to half his base speed, which increases to his full base speed when using a rope. So I'm pretty good at getting around on the rooftops and sneaking and stuff. If you want me and Lucian to go check that out, we can.
Yeah, you can go from the top. I can go from the ground.
We can surely do that.
Yep.
I don't think I added that to my class features yet.
Okay. All right. Let me move you guys over here, and you may begin your stakeout.
Would that be?
I'll help look for stuff, but I am not good at subtly taking people out.
I could just try and get in.
If people want to go up ahead of me and tell me when the coast is clear, I can bag of dishes my way across the street.
Could I get a knowledge local from whoever is? I mean, either Edna heard the guys describe where this is, but if she doesn't have knowledge local, she can describe it to someone else.
Mine's pretty good.
That's plenty good. That's plenty good. Lucian says, I know the place. You go to Aridin Plaza, which you guys are at now. You're at the northwestern top left corner. And Lucian says, we just go south across the canal, and the restaurant should be right there.
Okay.
He said it's like a block south of here.
Okay.
I will
And I started you guys this far away from it in case you want to stealth,
I'm
disguise, be sneaky people, whatever.
disguise
Okay.
myself.
And I'm just gonna sneak.
Okay.
I don't have my mage armor anymore.
Ah,
So can't do that. But
So
I'm going to
fucking
disguise.
6. Damn.
we're
Oh,
going
well.
to what kind of a building?
It was a restaurant that Edna described.
Ooh, a restaurant. I misheard. I thought it was a building. Well, it is a building.
It is.
What is it?
Outdoor structure is where the person described, but
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I would have taken. Where would I have stored my armor?
you can store stuff at Cleanse Jaws. You guys each have a room there for.
Oh,
for
I
safe.
do have a room there. I wasn't sure if I was there or somewhere else.
Oh no, even you, the new person, after helping Rexus escape the riot, he
Oh.
gives you a room. You have a nice
Okay.
a nice little hotel room with a
Oh,
bigger
cool.
bed than you've had probably in a while. You've probably been
Oh.
staying at various mercenary guild houses because that's the cheapest thing. You can get a cot for like a couple of copper, and it's very it's military style. You know, you're in a barracks.
Yeah, I forget. Can I take 10 on stealth checks or no?
Usually no. If you guys, I'll let you take 10 on stealth checks if you are lying in wait for someone else. Like you get into position, you camouflage, you pick a great spot, and then you're waiting for hours. That's take 10 on a stealth check.
Okay.
Right now you're moving in to investigate, so you're gonna have to roll.
That's fine. 12.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Remember that stealth in this game, even if you get a 12, if you're 100 feet away from someone, they're not, the negatives per range are severe. So
It's not
Yeah.
in the, I'm going to be trying to go. Are there rooftops I could be going along?
You could maybe you're actually because you have to cross the canal. No, you got to get across
Okay.
the canal first, and then you could maybe do rooftop hopping.
Okay, let me give you my stealth roll here, and that feature I can't find in the game anywhere, so we're gonna have
Okay,
to.
we'll build it. We'll build it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And I
later.
can, like I said, if you have anything that's not in that section, just let me know about it, and I will go talk to the nerds for you and get the right formula.
Pop
Although, of course, you're all welcome if you ever want to join the Foundry Discord and go talk shop with those nerds. They're very nice.
talk to some nerds.
Okay.
I'm
You
waiting
guys
for
have
my.
talked to nerds before, right?
I talk to
familiar-
nerds every day.
Familiar?
Yeah, I'm familiar with nerd. I
Yeah.
consider myself to be one, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. 28.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Well, okay. You're pretty sure you've got. It is getting
If I can
dark.
be-
You're on
I
by.
can
You're
be
on.
helping anybody else who's less stealthy.
Gotcha.
Do
You're on
so.
sort of moonlight here. But you can see pretty well. Even the humans can see okay at this light level.
Nice.
Full moon and basically full moon and still not
I-
fully dark.
I think I have dark vision, don't I?
You do,
You have.
but not
Yeah.
everybody does.
Nope.
I have dark and low light. Ooh.
Fence.
I
I
do have
have
light sensitivity to the
nothing.
like don't let me forget about that because
Oh.
I will absolutely forget about the light sensitivity.
Well, yeah. If it's ever a cause for concern, I'll say, all right, if you
Yeah.
have light sensitivity, you're now at -2, and some of
I
you
usually
will
I
be,
also-
some of you won't be.
one.
I also don't have dark vision, so I can barely see.
Well, like I said, to humans, this feels like sort of the witching hour. You know, it's this time of year.
Mhm.
It doesn't get fully dark until 8:30 or 9, so you're kind of at dusk now. So you can still see.
Okay, cool.
You definitely couldn't. You wouldn't want to read by this light, but you can fight with it.
Cool.
Cool. That's
That's what we're all about. Is fighting in the dark, right?
It is minus
I-
1.
I will say to all of you, if we do end up getting to a fight, my EC right now is 10
oh.
Got this.
Oof. Okay.
because I don't have my armor on.
Okay.
All right, then stay out of the fight, and if we need to, that I can pick up the slack.
Lucian, you have snuck up
Mm.
to the canal. And how was your
Mhm.
stealth check? It's fine.
And
You have some cover
my-
here from anyone to the south of you. To the north, you're sort of obvious. You know that.
Yeah.
But to the south, you have some cover here. Looking across the canal, you clearly see a restaurant with some outdoor tables. To the southwest, there's a statue in the center of the plaza, southeast, and then the canal continues to the east. So really a lovely plaza. This is one of the nicest spots in town, and this is a very nice restaurant, actually. And you can make me a perception check from there, please.
Yes.
Okay. Across the plaza from you, to the southeast, standing kind of on the sidewalk outside of this building, there are two Dotari who appear to be just talking to each other. And they're a normal Dotari duo patrol. You've seen them a million times in this city. It's normal for them to walk a beat in twos.
Okay.
But they're stopped. They're stopped at this corner,
Oh.
and they're just talking to each other. They're not really looking around that much. You hear one of them laugh. They seem to be just sort of conversing. And
Okay.
I was
Me
going to say, you
hand.
also see some other men approaching their position from the east,
Okay.
up the street.
Right. With hand signals, I signal that I see two, maybe four, a threat, I guess.
Okay. The rest of you can.
Flip me off.
Yeah, he did just flip you off. Simple hand signals, I'm totally cool with. I'm also okay with you guys all taking. I mean, it's marked on the sheet as Drow sign language, but it's not necessarily Drow. If you all put a rank in sign language, you can have complex conversations silently. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I am going to creep up to a vantage point where I can see.
Okay. You have a great stealth check, so you can move up where Lucien is, no problem. See what he sees. Or you could go to the other side of the street, whatever you want. Contessa sees White Rose sees cover here. These barrels are good cover. Lucian's got a little bit of good cover from the railway over the bridge.
That's him at the corner. That's Lucien.
Yeah, Lucian is here where I've just marked.
Okay.
And then to the east, just kind of across the street, but still on this side of the canal, there's some wagons and other things you could hide behind. Those are decent cover.
That wagon looks good.
Okay. So you sneak to there.
I was going to use a disguise check, but I also want to know, like, because should I try doing? I was going to talk to the the group and everything. Should I try doing the old like combo again of making myself look like use disguise self on myself and make a distraction for everybody to move along?
I mean, that would involve you running for a while. Also, probably not a great idea because we're out after curfew.
I'm curious to see what these two people walking up to the Datari are.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check, Contessa. You're close enough to ID them.
And if I can hear anything, that would
and
be
you're let's see, I think they're not quite in your dark vision, so they're still sort of shapes in your low light vision. But we'll see how you do. Yeah, you see 4 men walking up the street towards the Dotari.
Can I tell how they're dressed?
They are.
I mean, I didn't kill my perception roll, so
it's not great, but you think they could be Chelish thugs. It looks like they've got clubs hanging off their belts, and you can't see the manacles at this range, but it looks like the right outfits.
So my assumption is they're in league with the Datari. Well, I guess we'll find out here in a minute.
Legally, they are not. On paper, the Chelish Citizens Group is a street gang.
Right. But I'm guessing.
Like the Red Jills or like the Talons or any of the other street gangs that are on the Dotari's radar as needing to be eliminated. The Chelish Citizens Group is just sort of overlooked.
From what happened at the riots, I'm thinking they're in league with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they are sort of the KKK.
I'm specifically looking to see if there's any kind of acknowledgement between.
Oh, well, you sit here and watch from your vantage point, and the Chelish Citizens Group come up and just start kind of chit-chat and talking with the Dotari. They seem like they know each other. And let me see. Let's see how subtle they are.
I say we trail the citizens group. Grab one.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't seem like.
Oh my god. All right. Contessa, with your perception, even though it's only a 12, you clearly see one of the approaching men hand the Dotari something, who then does something with it in his hand and hands something to the other Dotari, and they both put something in their pockets.
Huh.
Giving
Now we're
them money.
definitely gonna get him.
What a mystery.
Yeah. They rolled a 3 on their sleight of hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Great thundering failure. So, your scouts, you have these 2 forward scouts here watching. And after the exchange is made, a couple more, inappropriate jokes are told. And then the Chelish Citizens Group guys take out their clubs and cross the street towards the restaurant.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna break the place up. Should we get involved?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't like
I
getting
wanna
involved
know what
with
they
the
got.
Dotari there, but
We should go after the Datari first. These guys.
well, we want to stop them from breaking up the restaurant, don't we?
Why don't we split into 2 groups?
Sure, but these guys will probably come to investigate.
Yeah.
These guys will be too distracted by the ruckus they're making.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not talking about this, so let's. I guess, do we want to roll initiative and figure out what we're going to do? Or
Let us roll initiative.
do we
I'll
want
put
to
you guys
Yeah.
on the tracker. I'm going to hit the roll all.
I never
Or we
figured
just
out
have
how
straight
to
up
get
roll
my
right there, square.
+4 on
Oh, you need improved initiative done?
it's not improved initiative, it's familiar bonus.
Familiar bonus.
Yeah, I got a scorpion in my hat.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you have
Yeah.
a scorpion in your hat? I get it.
Um,
Okay, give me
Where
1
did-
sec to do this. Oh, you did it.
Cygnus, where did you move to?
He's over on the left
Oh.
by the canal.
Yeah,
Oh,
red
okay.
barrels.
He actually stealthed from me for a minute. I was like, where the fuck is the gnome? Oh, there.
What I have been able to get here, because I was just going about what everyone else was doing.
Yeah, you guys, everybody take two movements, like 2 move actions. Put yourselves wherever. The scouts are kind of entrenched,
I can't
but
find them. Where exactly? Oh, you know what? I'll just go where everybody else is.
if you can zoom out, yeah, you found him. You found Lucian. And then Contessa went over here to the east side. Lucian's
East
hiding here,
side.
and the gnome's over here.
I'm on the east side.
So it's a 3-pronged attack. The gnome's going to jump in the river and make swim
Yeah.
checks for the duration of the combat.
Yep, it'll be great.
Yep. A lot of swim checks in my Iron Gods party. They've nearly drowned, or tried to drown multiple times. Let's see. Okay, well, everybody's on the tracker. I'm going to hit the roll button.
Where okay.
Looks like Lucian's going to be first.
I am, in fact, not on the tracker.
I don't see it.
Let me get you.
Where is the tracker? I don't even see it.
It is the second button. The first button is the chat log. The second button is the tracker, and you can right-click the tracker button to make it pop out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be more like you're used to in Roll20, where you can see the timer at all times.
I rolled a 3.
Did you? Well, I rolled pretty bad for Cygnus also.
Well, yeah, it's not putting the +4 in.
It's not putting the +4 in. Let's see.
Yeah, it's got me at a 0.2.
Let me see if I can. I'm going to do this. Make you a 9.06. And that should put you where you're supposed to be. But I will look into that, and I'll get it working.
Alrighty. Yeah, because I've just been manually rolling a lot of bonuses I didn't figure out how to put in.
Well, you had it in right, but it matters what type of bonus you make it. You know how Pathfinder is super strict on bonus stacking. Well, this sheet is somehow even more strict. It's got to stick up its butt about it. So you have to make sure. I'll change it to like enhancement or something else until it shows up properly.
Alrighty.
But we'll fix it. Okay. So Lucian, you see that they're going to go bash this restaurant to bits. Your team is in position behind you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna move up.
Remember that stealth movement is half speed. Right now, you guys do not appear to be noticed at all.
Okay. So
But
10.
you're dealing with human eyesight from 100 feet
30.
away. You're pretty sure within 30 feet they're going to notice you on an open plaza.
Okay, I'm gonna double stealth move up to here.
Okay.
Uh,
You can go ahead and do that. Contessa, what's your play?
My play is going to be to move. Oh, where'd I go?
You went flying to the
I
north,
did for some reason.
off the screen. That was
I don't know
amazing.
why that is.
I don't know how you did that either. That was impressive, though. Now you've jumped in the canal. This is going good.
This is not going.
Okay, well, I'll put you back where you were. You
No,
were roughly here. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to move. I got myself to behind that pillar thingy there.
Good. Maintaining stealth. You're pretty sure you can stay out of most everybody's sight unless the Chelish Citizens group look back and squint really hard at the bridge. They won't see you if you come up to this point.
Okay. But that's as far as I can move stealth.
Correct. Yeah. But this railing on the sides of the bridge is 3 or 4 feet high. It's high enough to crouch behind.
Cool.
Okay. Edna Brand.
Sorry, at least, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's Edna Brown wanna do?
I see all these people being sneaky.
Yeah, but you could just run in there screaming and do your spinning axe attack.
Raging, screaming.
Yeah. Be a distraction could be a good idea too.
I believe your only swing in this campaign so far is a confirmed
No,
great axe beheading.
I attacked some rats.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's true. That's true. Your first swing of the campaign was a beheaded Dotari for Edna.
You're a Dotari killer.
Yeah.
I'll take a run action.
Okay. It's happening.
Barbarian just go boom.
Yeah, I'll rage and do the run action.
All right. Move as far as you can.
That's as far as I can go, 120 feet.
Running straight at the Dotari. Bah! They hear you somewhere around back here, and you just charge right up on them. Beautiful. I love it. They can't attack you because they were sort of surprised. They do draw their weapons. That's about all they do. They're like, what the and they draw their weapons. The citizens group hears you screaming and turns and also already has their weapons out, but they can't really react to you that much. They just sort of go, what the hell? And they see this person running, this dwarf running at the Dotari. They're not sure quite what to make of it. Modai.
Time to run. I guess I am also. Let's see. You just can say that you're doing a run action and then run?
What type of armor are you wearing?
4 times.
Yeah, you can get 120 feet right here, straight line.
Okay.
Yeah, this is sort of an ideal situation for running. It's actually paved streets. It's totally flat. You could just do it with no checks or weird shit.
The barbarian and the bardbarian just run it in.
Barbarian.
I might honestly do the same thing.
Oh my. Okay.
You laugh, but there's that YouTube channel I've been using for music in D&D for weeks called Bardcore.
Nice.
They do like metal hits in medieval style. It's awesome.
When you do run, is that your entire move? Like,
yeah,
can I also start my performance?
It's a full round action.
Okay.
I think one of our other GMs was posting Bardcore stuff earlier.
It's so good. So good.
Oh no, move.
They did a System of a Down. It was just epic. One of the groups
trying
did.
to move the map too. Oh no! Come on, move map, move map. Because I'm trying to get. Okay, well, I'm gonna move over here, then move the map so that I can like get to where I was wanting to get, which was over next to Edna.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can't you? Don't you have to go in a straight line to run?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
he was
only
just- he
option
was-
is to get right here, right above me.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll put him. We'll put him there.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, well, the idea of sneaking is out. The question.
Creeping up.
I should have just
I
brought
was
my armor.
gonna
I
get-
knew it
I
was going
was-
to come to this.
I was hoping you would wait until we got into place, but that's okay.
I like it. I like this plan.
And then Rexus had to find a entirely new party.
Get him? That's your plan?
Oh,
Get
you
him?
have little faith.
And we're going to be all goblins.
Anybody remember the
Yep.
A-Team?
Oh,
It would be
I thought you were
extremely cool if
referencing
we were-
Ghostbusters,
Yeah, that's one of
where
the things
Venkman
that
turns
me.
and goes, "Get her."
Get him?
That was your whole plan, Ray. Get
Yeah.
her.
It would be extremely cool if we were all just a bunch of sewer goblins
I
that started a rebellion.
call the Mad Bomber Alchemist.
Oh,
All right,
Nice
Cygnus.
master.
Well,
Well-
your party appears to be executing two completely separate tactical plans at the same
Right.
time. Which one would you like to join?
we're gonna join the one that each gives one of these guys a magic missile to the mouth.
Okay.
Ace.
Magic missile range, so good.
I'm real far away and like behind a barrel, so who knows?
What is is it 125?
400.
It's
Oh, it's
100
long?
plus 10 per level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Magic Missile's 400.
No, it's 100 plus 10.
medium.
She's right.
Yeah.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
You might have
So
to
I can-
scooch down the canal 20 feet.
Well, I'm casting it at level 5, so I got
Oh, caster level goes
50
up.
extra
Okay.
feet.
You got it.
Yep,
You're
yep.
in range.
Mad range, as
So
they say.
the top one, actually no, this guy's gonna get an extra 1 point of damage, because that's how the evocationist thing works.
Cool.
So I guess I have to roll this. This one would be first guy,
Let me see. Let me check out
and
your-
then this is for the other two.
I'll take a look at your magic missile very quickly. Does it have the damage built in? Not exactly.
No, I rolled it earlier and it doesn't.
What is
Shouldn't they all be a
that?
D4 plus 3 toast, not
Yeah.
2?
No. So the evocationist thing specifically says if you're using magic missile, it only applies to one missile.
Mm.
Yeah. So I only get the extra point of damage on one of them.
What
Damage
bloodline
from
did you
let's see
take,
what he
Toast?
has.
I am a cross-blooded black dragon and orc. Yeah.
You always take work to get that extra +1 per die.
Yep. So your base missile damage is 1d4 plus 2, 3.
So it's 1d4 plus 1, which is just the normal spell,
Right.
and then orc bloodline gives you an additional 1 per die rolled.
Right. So we're
Yeah.
gonna just
And
call
then
each missile is
evocation
1d4 plus
school.
2. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you took Wild Blooded and Blood Havoc, you'd get another +.
I looked that up, and it only applies 2 spells. You cast specifically with sorcerer spell slots.
Oh, rough.
Okay.
Now I've done this. I did this build in Pathfinder Society. They were mad at me. I showed up at like whatever level 2, casting 5th level Burning Hands. I defeated entire counters. They were like, "Why don't you
Yeah.
play something balanced like Human Barbarian?" I'm like, "Oh, get out of here."
That would work. That would work crazy if you were an illusionist and were blasting out
Mm.
color sprays and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think the trouble is it's gonna roll. Actually, we just do this. How many missiles do you shoot right now? 3?
Yeah.
2 or 3?
Are you trying to set up a macro?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 moment. I just want to see if this works. I won't waste a lot
My
of time.
buddy
on
was
it.
playing a Heavens Oracle, and he had the illusion specialist. He was color spraying like 8 hit
Oh yeah,
die.
yeah, because that removes the level cap on color spray.
Does, and it lowers the hit dies of the thing your color spray. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like color spraying 8th level monster.
That's so silly.
Hmm.
It's almost like full casters are kind of silly in this game.
They
Right?
are.
Well, it's almost like magic breaks the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's going to roll an attack roll for it, which is dumb. But we'll ignore that because it's magic missile. But this is the easiest way to do it. Extra attack. Extra attack.
I kind of want to do a brown fur transmuter.
It's
Yeah.
Arcanist.
Look
Yes.
at this.
Yeah.
Okay. So ignore the attack rolls. I'll work on figuring that out. But Toast,
So
go.
I don't have to do.
Yeah, you don't have to roll a hit. Go to your magic missile and click the little black sword to the right of it.
You know, do spells.
And you can drag the little black sword onto your bar since you're probably going to shoot a lot of magic missile.
Pew pew.
It go people.
So just hit cast.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Boom. So there's 5, 6, and 4. And then I can just click the tokens. Who gets the first one? Click, like left click and hold on the first target.
Okay.
That boy? Okay.
Yeah. So
That
he would also
boy-
get the extra 1 point of damage.
He
from
also gets
the
an extra 1?
evocation specialist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks staggered. He drops his club and falls to one knee and goes, "Oh, God, what the hell hit me?" And the next man? Next man over?
Yeah. I'm just going in order. So that
Gotcha.
guy,
Blam.
and then this guy's gonna get the
also,
last one.
also looks staggered, and the last man gets hit but does not fall.
Cool. That'll be my turn, and
Good turn. Okay.
I'm out of magic missiles, except for I also have some with my sorcerer spell slots.
Oh
Anyway.
boy. Oh boy.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
This Dotari is also technically in a surprise round for him, but he gets his weapon out and he's like, "We're under attack." This citizens group thug is down. He basically just holds still and he tries to, he can 5-foot hop without falling down. They sort of hobble away from you is their only option. Savannah.
Well, because I can only run in a straight line, I can't exactly do that.
You'll have to double move.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can get there.
Okay.
25.
You're not your armor, so
Yeah, I'm at 30.
yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
These
25,
lunatics
30.
in no armor, they're so fast.
I know, right?
Why do I only get 20 feet of move?
I think I don't have a bonus action ability. I don't need to lay on hands myself, so
Tiny
that's my
waddles.
turn.
That's why.
Yeah, I know. I got short legs.
How do you measure distances? I hit the measurement
Control and drag left click. You can do it without switching to measurements. You want to switch back to the normal thing, basic controls, and then control left drag.
Next time, Modai is just gonna pick up the gnome and just toss.
No.
Like a football.
No,
Like a football.
Not a football.
No tossing the gnome. Lucian.
No one tosses a dwarf.
It's an interesting combat you have before you hear Lucian. What do you think? I think he's AFK, maybe?
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted.
Oh.
Now that stuff is out of the question, I'm just gonna cast this on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move up.
Okay. Control left drag.
To there.
Are you back on basic controls, Pat? The top left button, little face.
Yeah.
You do
And
that.
just control left drag?
Yeah, hold your left control key and then drag your left mouse button, and it should do this.
What I'm doing.
All right, well, we'll see if we can troubleshoot it later. It's still a little glitchy for me sometimes. Sometimes I get stuck in it, and right click is supposed to cancel you out of it, but that doesn't always quite do it. Okay, so Lucian casts a spell. Contessa, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to try to intercept this guy.
Okay.
What's 60 feet going to get me? Is 60 feet just going to get me there?
That's it. That's your double move.
I'll tell you what. How about I do a single move, and then I'm going to throw a dagger.
Okay. That puts you here.
That'll probably be a -2 from my attack because of ranging.
Yeah. Dagger's thrown range is 20.
10.
10. Oh
10?
gosh, should be at like
Oh.
negative.
Yeah.
You'll be at negative
Never
6
mind.
or 8.
I'll
Yeah.
just I'll just double move up.
Okay.
There are a ton of ways to make it longer, but yeah, the 10 sucks. Really like 9.
Yeah, that gets you there. You're good. You're
Okay.
you're pretty much on the scene now. Edna, you crazy lady.
I'll
What do you
draw my
do?
rapier, my
Which one of these guys said that we're under attack?
The one on the right. This man.
I'm gonna yell at him that you're under attack.
Okay, you confirmed his suspicions.
Oh,
Oh. The whirling executioner's sword of doom has missed. You guys hear a clang as Edna slams her falchion into the sidewalk, missing this Dotari.
but also 5 foot step right here.
But he does yell, "What the hell is wrong with?" Okay.
Blood
And
violence.
it is now, in fact, his turn. And he's like, "Oh, I'll deal with you." How's your AC without the armor? Does 12 hit you?
I'm wearing armor.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got your armor on.
Yeah,
It's
no,
Okay,
16 right now. I
Then
have 16 right now.
12 bounces off your armor, then. He clubs you with a heavy mace, but you're okay. You take no damage. Then the citizens group. Oh, this man. He's like, "What the hell?" And he, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yeah, he sprints at Modai and tries to club him. This is a charge, +2 to hit. It doesn't matter when you roll a 1. Modai, this man rolled a 1 at you.
Spread the misfortune.
Yeah, so far not a lot going on in this combat. A lot of running.
That's what happens when you're only second.
Yeah. And I put you guys on the biggest map in town. This area is huge.
Cacophony of failure.
Yeah.
I'll be much better when I hit 5th.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Cacophony of failure. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, magic missile from 125 feet away is pretty great. Pew pew.
Look at them. They're all suffering aneurysms.
They are. They're falling down. Is Denny AFK, maybe?
He's muted.
I'm dumb. Sorry.
Oh.
I was just saying. I don't know if I should. Where did Edna go? Edna disappeared.
Edna's underneath your token for some reason.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
I was confused. Trying to figure out if it would be better to start my bardic performance now or just attack. Probably gonna go ahead. Yeah, and just start
Yeah.
weapon song.
Okay.
Weapon song.
Is that +1 attack and damage?
Yeah,
1 to attack and damage. Yes.
it gives your stuff a +1 enhancement.
Oh, right.
Great. Okay. And that affects you and everyone within a radius, or just you?
60 feet.
Oh, dang. All right. Let me give you guys a measurement template for that. So if you're within 60 feet of Modai, you get it.
Cool.
That's weird. Fireball is a spell that's 400 plus 40 per.
There is a... Oh, I know what it is because someone cast it last night. Entangle is a first level spell with a 400-foot range. Amazing.
Wow.
Okay,
Well,
Cygnus. These guys don't tend to
well-
fare too well versus Magic Missile. It's kind of their bane.
Yeah, but
They don't have a lot of
Sure.
HP.
far away now. Okay. So I'm going to...
They appear to not quite understand where they're being shot from.
which is...
They have a sense that it's from the
Probably
north,
dead.
so they're hobbling south. But
So we're going to go...
Yeah, if you have anything that can take out the 2 that are staggered, we really need them not to get away.
I can.
I-
She can't. I can try.
Oh, they're actually within 130. So, yeah, they're each gonna get one of the sorcerer magic missiles,
oh
which I guess
boy.
I'll
Yeah,
use
just
the,
It's functionally the
thing.
same. Okay.
well, it's not functionally the same. It's going to be, permanently cast for level 3, so I only get 2 bolts with it.
Oh, okay. We'll just ignore the third bolt.
Yeah.
1 to each should take them out, though.
Yep. In theory.
At least knock him out.
Done. Yeah, he's knocked
Yeah.
down. And let's
We
see.
don't want to kill anything.
Who are you in the initiative order? Well,
Well,
we'll see. You know how
I-
you know how Edna operates.
yeah. Also, I don't have merciful spells, so I can't
Can't do
I can't
non-lethal.
stop the magic missiles from killing people yet.
Well, you can't take them low enough to where you're going to kill them outright.
Okay. Cygnus can move if you'd like to.
I already did.
Okay, good. Dotari turn. This Dotari is going to step up and attempt to club the crazed Edna, who was attacking his buddy. Modai just ran up and started singing, so they're not quite sure what to make of him yet. Edna, 12, does not hit you.
Cackle at his uselessness.
Yeah. And he, let's see, swings. He's yelling, and you hear some footsteps approaching from the south.
Uh-oh.
And we'll see. These guys won't get a turn until after Savannah and the last thug, but when they do, this is where they will go. Okay. Savannah, you're the next person who is conscious. Muted, perhaps?
I am. It's a trend.
The plague of Discord.
Oh no, it's my mic. I have muted. I don't mute Discord. Can I charge that guy that's right there? Or no, I don't remember charge mechanics. I've never used them.
You can't charge through somebody, and I think you'd have to go through Lucian.
God damn it!
Unfortunately, sorry.
Perfect.
I will make sure to move in
You
such
can-
a way
you
that
can
you also
double-
can charge.
You can double
I-
move up.
Turn.
This look
Another
just
round.
This one time, this is Savannah's first session here. You can do it. You just
Okay.
you just violently shove Lucian out of the way. Go, damn it, Lucian.
Yeah.
But Lucian's
Alright.
fine. So go ahead and hit
And I'll
him.
roll.
Are you're
Great
swinging to
sword.
kill?
Sure.
Okay.
Do I add anything to the attack?
+2.
+2 for charging, yeah. But you can
And
just
your weapon
And-
becomes a +1 because you just entered range.
Cool.
Oh, that's true. You get Modai's bonus.
That work?
That
I don't know if it added.
that hits
6
and
damage.
yep. He falls.
Cool.
That is this man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
the other one that I nicked with the magic missile. Yeah.
He is down and dying. You run through the night, just brushing past Lucian, and crash into this man and slam into him with your sword, and he goes,
He's
"Ugh,"
dead.
drops to the ground. He is dying, not dead yet.
Yeah.
Anybody who has a cure spell, stabilize spell, or heal check, you know that when people drop, they can still be saved. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabilizes would be good right here.
okay,
Yeah.
that
Now
man
it's
is
I
working.
think
done.
I have stabilized, but
Top of the order, Lucian.
okay. I'm gonna run. I think.
Intercept them.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Just need to know.
What is the statue of, by the way? Out of
Where's the-
This
curiosity.
statue
Good.
is of, well, it formerly was of the.
Yeah.
It would have been, since it's Eridan Plaza. They didn't actually rename it. It's still technically called Eridan Plaza, although the statue is no longer of Eridan. It is most likely of Asmodeus.
Mm.
Actually,
Ugh.
I think this is
Yeah.
even cheekier. This is probably a statue of Abby Thrun.
Ha. Okay. Cool.
Being a Milani.
I'm gonna run all the way to here. Whoop.
Okay. You see two Dotari coming up from the south who have heard the ruckus and the yelling.
Guys, we're going to be swamped.
I'm just gonna say, come at me.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Cygnus nowhere near the fracas.
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about
Yeah.
that? How about that?
Especially.
All right.
Wow.
The how about da gauntlet has been thrown down.
I'm dating myself.
Well, how about that's relatively recent, I
yeah.
guess. Okay. So Contessa,
Come at me, bro.
what do you make of this?
I will
The flank train.
dance into here
Okay.
and stab that Dotari or stab that
Thug.
Chelish
Yeah,
thug
Chelish thug.
in the back there.
Get him.
So I'm getting +2 for flanking.
You are? Well, you're flanking with a Dotari. That doesn't count, actually.
Oh, am I? Is that
Yeah.
a Dotari I'm flanking with?
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
be
Bodai
here.
was down here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened
I
to
can
my
get to
character
there.
token again.
I can definitely get to there.
Okay.
I was gonna say, am I crazy or did one of these guys disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Oh man. And what would be your sneak attack damage, or do you have it yet?
I don't have any.
Don't have any. Okay. So
Nope.
he takes the 3. That definitely hits. Boom. He looks wounded. He's like, ah! I'm stabbed in the back.
With a rapier in the ass cheek.
Edna.
I will reiterate to this guy that you're under attack.
I know.
I know.
Oh
Oh
man.
no!
Oh boy. That hits.
oh boy, barbarian damage.
Goodbye.
You slam the falchion into him. His armor saves his life, and he skids backwards and goes, ugh! And he is still on his feet.
Wow.
Quite hurt, but still on his feet.
Wow.
Dotari are.
Dirty son of a bitch.
I'm just going to warn you. Dotari are way tougher than Chalice Citizens Group.
Hmm.
No.
It's a whole other realm of toughness. Okay. And Dotari, he decides to retaliate. Had enough of your crap. Maybe he'll roll good this time.
Ow.
18. You may take 9. You can click on your token, click apply damage, probably.
I take 8.
Oh, DR.
Yep.
Of course. Well, they're killing each other over here. This Dotari and the Barbarian are just going at it. This Chelish Citizens Group thug turns and goes, how dare ye rapier me, sir, ma'am? Whiff. Does not connect.
How dare ye indeed.
Okay, this Dotari, Lucian, you have made yourself, you're in prime position.
Yep.
But,
That was the plan.
all right, let's see. Oh, self-restrained are you, sir? Barely. He charges.
Okay.
Oh, and could I have 5-foot step right here on my turn?
Does
Yes.
17 doesn't hit.
Does not.
Does not hit.
He barely misses. He charged in and took a swing, and he came within an inch of your face, but you dodged out of the
Yep.
way expertly.
Yep.
Okay, now let's see. That's going to bring us to Modai.
All of you people got in range of my quarter shards. All right, well, I guess I will. Continue to help Edna, and let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just swing my great axe at the one that's been wounded.
Okay. Let's see it.
Wait, did everything go away? Oh, hold on. This work?
Yeah.
That worked.
It works.
Okay.
That hits the AC, and he drops. That was too much. 2 big, strong
Side
people
guy.
swinging 2-handed weapons at him was too much. He drops to the ground. Whoa! And this Dotari moves up 20 feet, holds something up to his mouth, and blows into it, and you hear a piercing whistle that definitely carries for many blocks.
Frick. Okay.
You are
That's not
certain
good.
that you have rounds or minutes before dozens of Dotari show up.
Okay.
Cygnus.
Oh. I have help. I am down to 2 spell slots, and people are too far away for me to magic missile. So
Get the hell out.
I'm just gonna snap my fingers, finger gun. Nobody sees this but Cygnus himself, and he just leaves. So I am running off map.
Like a thief in the night. Okay, this Dotari.
It's worse though, it's a gnome.
This Dotari sees that Modai has just murdered his buddy. He attempts to put the club on you. Yeah, that should hit you. And let's see, that's down. We are on to Savannah.
All right, I will
Wipe the Chelish Citizens group off your sword, and
I'll charge to this guy
okay,
and attack.
get him.
Add my +3. And then 19. For some reason, it isn't adding my strength.
Let me take a look at your attack. Attacks. Great sword. You're rolling the one that has like a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one's non-lethal.
It's adding your...
It says it should be adding it, but it doesn't when I roll it.
I mean, if you shift-click the number 19, you'll see that it's d20 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
So it is. You rolled an 11.
But then it doesn't then add it for my damage.
Your damage is 1 plus 4. Yeah, let's fix that. That's what's broken. My God. Okay, here we go. I shall fix this. Oh, yeah. I see this happen sometimes. I don't know why. I'm just going to take out their complex formula, put in 2d6, and let's try it again. Blam, that looks better. 2d6 plus 4.
Plus
That
1
cuts
from
him
me.
down easily.
And that man is very, very dead. He is going to have some challenging fort saves. Okay, you cut down another one. 2 Chelish Citizens group dying in the streets. Well, 4, counting the one that Toast mercilessly gunned down.
Mercilessly.
And then that'll be
Lucian.
Get out of here. Everybody run.
Yeah, I was about to say the
We
Challenge
should-
Citizens group are the ones we needed to take out.
We should kill the people who are here, because they've
including the
seen us.
weapon song.
That's including it? Okay. You hit him.
Yeah.
You hit him for significant damage. He's...
Yeah, we should at least take out the last few who are here because they've seen us.
Contessa.
Yeah.
Try.
That's true.
I'm gonna.
If you don't have anything to fight, maybe check the bodies for things we can grab.
5-foot step into 10-foot move into there. I'm going to attempt to stab this fellow.
10 damage.
Fine looking fellow.
All right.
So this is a +2, +3 counting his song.
Go for it. Ooh, that...
Oh,
with
that would be
the plus is not added in? You said the song's not added in?
no, the song is not added.
Then you confirmed that crit. You get that 2d6 crit. And he will take this. Boom.
18,
He looks super hurt. That was
And
really
then I will
solid hit.
should I continue my I'll just stop there.
Okay. Edna.
Doesn't matter, I couldn't continue.
Could I charge this guy?
Yeah, you will have to pass. You'll provoke from the nearest dude.
Yeah, I would
I'll take
take out the nearest one.
Well, I was gonna try to get over here so we can kill these guys faster, because you guys and Vanessa will be able to take him out.
You don't need
You'll
more
provoke
coming.
from this guy because this...
Yeah, I'll take it.
This stuff right here is in your way.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the provoke.
Okay. He's definitely going to take his shot at you. Misses.
Miss.
You're good.
Oh, and I'll swing for this guy.
That does not hit his AC.
Dang.
All
Or
right.
yeah, what a 16?
No,
All right.
no, they actually have large wooden shields they have out. This patrolman has been stabbed by Lucian. He dislikes Lucian intensely.
Oh, that hits.
You may enjoy that 5, sir. Modai.
I was gonna try running, but if this one isn't down just yet, then yeah, I'm gonna take another swing with my great axe.
Okay.
Oof.
That is a miss.
Not hitting good rolls.
I'll get
Well,
him.
you have
I'll get
flank.
him.
Is your song calculated in that?
No.
So you're +3.
Still not enough. Yeah, they have an 18.
Didn't get it. It's an 18. Wow.
Whatever they are, they're like scale or chainmail and a large shield. Yeah, they have decent gear. So this patrolman lets the whistle drop, dangle around his neck, and he 10, 15 walks up here, drawing his mace as he goes, and attempts to club Edna.
Shit.
Enjoy
Oh
that.
God.
Yep.
How you doing, Edna?
Cygnus
Uh,
still sprinting through the
18.
streets.
How dare you sing this?
I thought everybody would run.
This Dotari is going
Plus, I
to.
dropped 2. So
He's like,
Much.
yeah, I'm not so much into being flanked. I'm going to 5-foot hop this way. And I'm going to club this Modai. Nope, miss.
Fuck.
Let's see. I'm going to remove these men from the order. Savannah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't get right here without provoking an act of opportunity.
Okay, you do so.
And I will swing.
Good job.
Give him the good stuff.
And then flanking's 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the song is 1.
Oh, that's right.
Missed
That
by
misses.
Short. Just short.
Yeah, see,
Lucian.
this is why I think that we should run.
Okay, Lucian, that's me. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step to here, so the flank.
God, that was a fucking 6.
Then I'm gonna spend a move action to study the one I'm flanking.
Oh, wow. Getting fancy now.
I want him dead. Yes, and then hit. So 22.
Oh, definitely hits.
With 11.
No, the weapon song is calculated in.
With the damage? Okay.
Yeah, with the damage too, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hanzo usually calculates everything in. All
Yeah.
right. Good hit. Contessa, you're in the
All
thick
right.
of it now.
I'm going to do my job. I'm going to rifle this guy's pockets and find out what he was given by the citizens.
Okay.
Kill the guy first.
You guys have him flanked. If you guys can't kill him, I got to get it to where I can get out of here. And we
Okay.
have evidence.
You
So,
find
I don't care to look at it. I'm just grabbing whatever's
Okay.
in his pocket.
You got his pockets, but you can write it down. It's a wrapped up wad of coins.
Okay. That's all it is.
That is no, he has some loose change of like 1 gold piece worth of silver and copper coins, and then he has clearly the thing he was given is like a roll of coins, and it's 10 gold.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting.
That's clearly the bribe. Was a
Yep.
small amount of money, relatively. I mean, that's like a couple weeks' pay for a Dotari. It's not insignificant.
Sure.
Okay. And yeah,
What is that a standard action?
yeah, you rifle him.
So then, as a move action, I'm going to go here,
Okay.
here, and up the wall.
Okay.
So I get 15 feet of climb speed. So does that get me to the rooftop?
Get you to the corner of the rooftop. Sure. That's
Okay,
only,
cool.
The corner is only 10 foot up, so you're good.
Cool.
Edna.
I will say to this man, "You're under attack."
We know.
And flanking.
Ah!
Oh,
Why are we rolling so low?
Just keep toying with it.
Crazy.
He says,
The AC's too high.
he says, you're under attack.
And I'll 5-foot step right here.
And he 5 foots up here.
Oh, step up. Okay.
So if that hits, take the damage off. Modai.
I'm gonna. So what happens when you do non-lethal damage?
You take
you
minus
take a
4 to
minus
hit.
4.
Ugh.
Exactly.
kill
You'd
their
be
ass.
trying to hit a 22.
Just
there.
kill it. Just kill him.
There are 5.
Yeah.
There are 5 people bleeding to death on the pavement at the moment.
One more ain't gonna make
We
it.
don't have time to stabilize them anyway, so.
Blood for the blood god.
You guys just.
I
Yeah.
can.
Light them.
You guys remind me.
How
of the
many?
open- Just go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Blood
please.
and souls. Blood and souls for Ariok.
Toast, how many lay on hands do I have? 6?
Something like that.
I can range lay on hands all of them.
Why?
How do you range lay on hands?
I have the
Uh,
feat that lets me do
Oh,
it. I
wow.
have at a 30-foot range, but it's only half my healing.
That will
It would
stabilize.
stabilize them.
It'd
at
still
least.
only be one around. We
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
think we have 6 rounds.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
17 hit
With the song,
Yes.
plus 1, 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
and flanking.
And flanking.
Oh, she didn't.
Definitely hits. He's still on his feet, though.
Ah!
They're very, very tough.
Does he look hurt? Like.
Oh, super hurt.
Okay.
He looks torn up. This man, 5, 10, 15, 20. Flanks Edna.
Oh no.
Misses.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Cygnus still running. Dotari. Cygnus, you're back at the hotel. You've got a nice warm drink and some
Taking a
big
bath,
snack. You got your feet
Yeah.
up and
smoking a pipe.
Which
Clinch
I
John, Captain Hank are taking turns telling you amazing sea stories. It's it's very relaxing.
I dropped
Which-
2.5 people. I'm satisfied with myself.
Which one will this person tack?
Okay, let's see. This man has been pummeled. He's tired of being flanked. He knows Modai's hurt, and he's smart enough to know you keep hitting the person that's hurt.
Guys, I'm done.
Oh, you're
I'm
out.
down. Yeah, I'm down.
Fuck!
Savannah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Fuck. Shit!
Does that mean the weapon song is active?
Correct. It is inactive now.
Yeah.
Do I do that?
That off.
If you want to delay, I'll come. I can't get behind him.
Can you not?
Why did you run?
'Cause I
It's
thought you
not
guys-
Toast's fault. Don't worry about it.
Not
I thought-
toast. I'm not
Oh.
talking. I'm talking about.
I thought
Oh.
you guys would finish him.
That's why that was a bad decision to make, man. I cast lay on hands on Modai.
Okay.
There you go.
Where is it?
So it's
I put
a
it on
D6
the-
plus 1, and if you roll a 1, you can re-roll it because that trait.
No, it's
super
D8.
fucking
Remember,
cool.
because of the feet.
Oh yeah. So D8 plus 1.
7.
It's good.
I'm
Get
at
7
5.
hit points.
Okay.
It's better than nothing.
That's great.
Yeah, at
He's
least you're
conscious.
stabilized
He's conscious again.
and conscious. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Lucian, what you think?
Yeah,
going
this
great,
is
huh?
this is getting
Dicey.
pretty dicey. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a 5-foot step up. So I'm flanking, and this time I have factored in the flanking bonus.
Look, it's a conga line.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's down. He's down from that.
Okay. Now you're not flanking at least.
Getting.
Hey,
getting
there's
big.
one more to
Getting
go.
flanked. Yeah.
Contessa.
15, 20, 25, and I will take a poke at him.
With all the noise we've made, you could shoot your gun.
Yeah, no. I didn't roll.
Your
There
rapier?
we go. I got it.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Ooh, yes.
wait, how is the crit?
The crit
What?
just rolled worse. It rolls it separately, but I will let you keep the better damage.
Oh, really? It does? That's dumb.
It's just weird. It's just
I'd
different
also
from
didn't add
Roll20.
your dexterity or whatever.
Doesn't get it yet.
Soon. Next level.
Yeah, it needs a feat for that.
Oh, you have no strength. I'm assuming.
I have no strength now.
That's fine.
Okay. No, I'll let you take the 6. Crits should be better. Let's see. So he is very hurt.
Are you kidding?
Modai, finish it!
Oh no, he's actually down. He's down.
Okay.
We're
Yes.
good.
I
We're
was
good.
like, no way.
He's barely down though. He's not far below 0. He's
Good.
not dead.
Well.
He's dying. Contessa, good stab. Edna. Make him feel
I'll
it.
yell at this guy. You're under attack.
All right, Modai, you're gonna, or whoever you or Katessa, fucking search that body. I'm gonna charge down and help Edna.
Doesn't confirm, but that hurts real bad.
I think they have it.
Modai.
I'm just gonna make sure.
And I'll 5-foot step right here.
Oh no, stay there, stay there.
Oh, okay.
You can 5-foot step down if you want to make a 5-foot
Sure.
step. Yeah.
That works. So I'll be able to rush that way too. Okay.
Yeah. And you will probably also flank, maybe.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
Modai, activate your thingy and then search.
I think it's the standard for him to activate his thingy.
Then activate his thingy.
No, I'm just gonna move so we can run out. We can escape. Escape.
Yeah, get the hell out, Modai.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm gonna escape and potentially activate weapon song.
You're known. If they see you, we're fucked.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
It's true. Modai does have a known public persona.
Yeah. So, bye.
Later.
I'm
Okay, no.
running.
Okay. My
Good
last
show.
Atari patrolman is going to murder Edna. Ooh, shit.
Edna, does that knock you down?
Nope.
Okay.
Edna's very tough, but she has also been hit in the head with a mace about 4 times now.
All right, it's my turn.
Cygnus, relaxing, back at the spa, getting a massage.
Get out!
Smoking a joint.
Thinking, where are my friends? Why are they taking so long? This is ridiculous.
All right, charge.
Yes, I would like another tray of crab rangoon. Thank you.
Fuck.
I'd like a daiquiri, please.
Oh, she's already on her 3rd daiquiri. You guys are taking forever.
18.
20 for the charge.
No, I already added it.
Beast.
Charge and flanking.
Okay, he is down.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
I would like to throw this out there that Edna throws both her hands in the air. Yes! And then face plants onto the ground as I end my rage.
Oh no!
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh,
All right.
I wondered if we were into that territory.
Shit. Is the combat over?
Yes, you're out of
I
combat.
will go over and lay on hands. My friend, my new friend.
I am outie by 5,000.
Lucian.
6.
Lucian.
Watch me swoosh right out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you up?
Anybody who
yeah,
has
good.
ranks in the heal check can roll it.
I was at -1.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I do. I have heal. I'm pretty sure I have points in heal.
You can roll it.
Let's leave them.
One
And
second.
we don't have enough time to stabilize these
I
people,
don't.
right?
Never mind. I lied.
Nope.
If it helps you any, Edna was thinking we could send a message by decorating the statue with them, but I guess we don't have time.
When the
Many-
French get here, they can stabilize.
Many of them are alive and may remember who attacked them.
Son of a bitch.
Kill
Coup de
them.
grace!
Kill them all.
What about okay, that one that I have in front of me, is he alive?
Let's verify. You just checked, and the one in front of you definitely is.
Okay, I
He's
could grab him.
stabilized. Okay, he's dead.
I'm gonna kill
That's-
we're
gonna
one
keep
on
track.
top of.
Round 1,
These guys are probably fine. They never saw anyone really.
Edna coup de grace.
Yeah, I'll just murder.
Okay.
I won't even check to see if they're alive. I'll just attack.
He's
All right,
down.
and I'll move up to here then.
That's round 2.
Whack-a-mole.
I'll coup de grace the one I'm next to.
If
Okay.
I have 2 rounds, I'll slit these 2 throats.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's 2.
If I have 3 rounds of it, I'll
So we
also
need it.
just.
Okay, then on the 3rd round, we're here.
Skedaddle.
Dead,
Yeah.
dead, and on the 4th round, you can
Fucking
hear running feet,
Where?
multiple directions.
Okay.
Fuck. We need to get out of here now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna coup de grace him.
But you don't need to coup de grace those
Don't
guys
coup de
because
grace.
those are the ones that were taken out.
Oh yeah, by
by
Toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Those
then
are
we
my
don't-
buddies.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
so
So these
I'm
2
gonna
men over
run.
here will survive and wake up and be like, "We don't know what happened."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. They were
They
just
never
like,
saw anyone.
Yeah,
exactly.
Run.
That
We can
you
run.
keep survivors that don't know what happened, so then they're just like, it came from the night.
Add some
And then
Yeah.
It's a
confusion.
become
ghost.
legends.
It's a ghost.
What way
They-
do you guys leave Eridan Plaza, the Times Square
The
of
way
Kintargo?
The way we came, I guess.
You hear footsteps from the north, east, and south, but the south
North.
might be sort of southwesterly.
North, east, and
Can we
southwesterly.
try to hop in that boat?
You
Yeah, I was
could.
gone.
What about the sewers? Can we get
the-
through the sewers?
The boat would make you pretty obvious, but you could jump in the canal and pull yourself along the canal for a while to stay out of sight. I would give you a reasonably good stealth check for that. The canal's not dirty. It's actually like okay water. It's not. The sewer, it and the sewer do eventually join, but not here.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then.
Those drains you're saying, those are storm drains, not poop drains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I couldn't rip that out and
do
just
that.
put it back like nothing happened.
Okay. Is anybody terrible at swimming? If you're not terrible at swimming, like we're not even gonna roll.
I'm going up the roof.
Okay. You can
And
give me a
I'm
normal stealth check for White Rose.
I'm going along that. Plus, I'm leaving a white rose on one of the bottom.
Okay. Classy.
Oh damn! I'm
Classy.
-2 on swim track checks. Damn.
Okay. If you
I'm
have
gonna
a
go
if
this
you have
way.
a if you have a poor swim check, I'm gonna need one reasonably good swim check. Like just roll it to make sure Lucian doesn't go end over end into the canal.
Wait, which way are we going? I was gonna go right.
Oh,
That's good.
You're fine.
pretty good.
Yeah. Lucian jumps in, grabs onto the side, keeps his head above water. He may have drank a little bit of canal water on accident, but he makes it. And then stealth checks for Savannah, Edna, and Lucian. And Modai.
So we're going that way, guys.
Good, Lucian. You're
Yeah,
good.
Creeping through the canals.
Left
I just
several,
wasn't-
several rounds ago. Was that okay?
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like before they started coup de grace and like.
Oh yeah, you
Why?
bugged out early. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have a chance of seeing Savannah here. Let's see.
Fuck!
Yep. Nope. I need my Dotari. I'm just gonna throw one on the board here so I can roll for him. All right.
They saw me.
He has a negative. He almost saw you. He stood over you for a minute. And
Why do I get funny symbols under his name?
I don't know. Did he roll in a funny language or something?
He must have for me.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
He rolled funny.
I'm gonna redo all the skill macros.
I do common hard.
I have to actually rewrite every one of the skill I mean, I'm gonna copy and paste.
Oh,
I'm
it's because mine says draconic.
Yeah. I'm gonna rewrite all the skill macros anyway, so they look more standard. I have to do it for my blind players. So, yeah, you're good because you have the cover from the canal and the darkness, and humans are looking for you. So, yeah, he had to beat you by about 8. So, and also you have Lucian holding his hand over your mouth and Edna shoving you along, going, "Shh, no, not there, over here."
Stupid.
So you guys escape, fucking barely.
That was
Without
intense.
finding out any information that we wanted to find out.
I mean,
No.
you know what you did though? You saved a business from being vandalized.
We did.
Yeah, that's
We saved the rest.
something, I
And
guess.
you put the beat down on a bunch of corrupt cops and KKK guys.
And I got their money.
And you robbed
Yeah.
them. And now you can drink for the rest of their night with all your bruises and bumps on their
I
I
didn't
don't
body.
take
have-
any.
I don't
I
have-
didn't take any damage.
I don't have a mark on me. I had 2 criticals, 3 hits, and
Okay,
and no
but
mark.
your party is
Oh,
beat
okay.
up.
I will
Yeah,
heal them all.
Maybe some of
Okay.
you individually escaped the
No,
bruising.
no pun intended, but I came through that smelling like a rose.
Oh, there it is.
I'll heal Edna twice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the
I
I'll
can
take the long way.
can
I'll take
cast what's it called? Light cure light wounds on myself.
Okay.
I'm not super tramp, but I'll take the long way home.
Oh wow.
12 hit points, Edna.
Okay.
And I will
And-
try to just flex through the pain.
I'll heal you once too, Moda, and that'll be my last heal.
All right.
1d8
Close.
plus
Oop, I'll
2.
re-roll that.
Oh, damn.
Close to midnight, you guys reconvene at Clenched Jaws. He looks at you briefly as you come in. You guys look like hammered shit, some of you.
Yeah, I changed before I get there.
9,
Somewhere on the
Moda.
rooftop.
Oh, okay.
And the bar is more lightly attended late at night on a Wednesday. So
And I will. I'll have changed somewhere on a rooftop on my way back, and then I'll come in and I'll put the 20, whatever, however many gold it is, table and say, "Drinks are on me."
yeah, you took 12
Don't
gold
need
from
that
the corrupt
drinks.
police.
It's 20.
Oh, actually,
Whew.
Are there any notes or anything on the wads of paper that they rolled the coins
Oh.
up in?
No, certainly not.
Okay.
What do you think this is?
8 hit.
You think this is their first bribe?
That,
Completely unmarked, untraceable money.
Hilarious. I had 1 more, so I healed you for 8 more hit now.
Awesome. Savannah, quite a powerful healer.
Just what we need.
And a decent fighter, too.
I don my armor back on.
Oh, that must feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good session, everyone. We'll
Yeah, that
pause
was fun.
there. You guys will rest safely back at your hidey hole of Clenched Jaws, as it's quickly becoming. Rexus will tell you not to move his damn papers, and you guys will patch up and heal up.
Elder Strike by the White Rose and her fellow freedom fighter.
Yeah. Pretty serious. Yeah. Took out a bunch of Dotari and Cheller Citizens group.
Whew.
Taught him a
So,
lesson.
I just figured out something that I
Yeah.
find very stupid about.
Oh.
I never added in my level 2 hit points.
Oh.
So I've been sitting on 14 this whole session.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
that's all right.
Me too. I don't know how to turn it to.
We'll fix that stuff.
Yeah, and if
I'm gonna come do a character audit this week, and I'll bring you all up to par and try to fix what's broken.
sometime during the week, Rooftop Infiltrator. Actually, I'll send it. I'll just send you the
Sure.
my PDF of my main.
Sure. Okay, there we fixed Savannah. You still got to spend your favorite class points, favorite class skills, but your hit points are better now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good session. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
good job. You guys are very entertaining, so that helps a lot. Makes it fun. Yeah, Modai, you now have more hit points that you're supposed to have. That's better.
Yeah.
You're up to 19.
Yeah.
Much
I
tougher.
would have gone down.
Well,
that's
all right. You escaped the scene.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave Hell's.
we had
I'll
fun.
probably leave Hell's Rebels up for the rest of the evening in case you guys want to tinker with stuff. But otherwise, I will see you next time.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta run, but thank you, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.